Ever since I started training back in 2019, I was always asked, what are some of my dream matches? Who is my dream opponent? And James Ryan, you've always been on that list. Matter of fact, you've always been number one on that list because me personally, I live for competition. It's what runs through my blood, it's what's in my DNA. So James Ryan, I beg you, please don't look over me. Because I respect the year you've had in 2021 in search of the best independent wrestlers that the business has to offer. You wrestled guys like TGA. You wrestled guys like Caprice Coleman. Hell, you even brought the legend James Storm out of the Impact Zone. But what you didn't know, James Ryan, was that the best was right under your nose. And you might be watching, you might be asking yourself, what gives this kid the right to say that he's the best? Well, come August 28th, I'm not gonna tell you why I'm the best. No. I'm gonna show you why I'm the best, because I'm gonna walk through that curtain. I'm gonna look you in your eyes and I'm gonna smack you in your mouth and I'm gonna make you taste your own blood. Because I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna make it my goal that you never forget the name of Elias, AK-47. See, when you wake up in the morning next to your wife and she says you look a little different, your lips a little swollen, your eyes a little black, you're gonna think of Elias, AK-47. See, when you go and lift that spoon up to eat cereal in the morning and you can't because of the pain going down your shoulder all the way to your wrist, you're gonna think of Elias, AK-47. See, because I respect everything you've done for this business. I respect everything that you've done for Firestar. You put Firestar on the map, James Ryan. You carried the torch year after year after year, but come Saturday night, I'm not gonna ask for the torch. Hell, I'm not even gonna demand for the torch. I'm gonna walk in there, I'm gonna rip your arm off, and I'm gonna take the torch. Because it's my time, James Ryan. And come August 28th in the Greensboro Sportsplex, be ready for war. Because shots will be fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the Greensboro Sportsplex for Firestar Pro Wrestling presents WrestleRevival. I'm Josh Gary, joined by my broadcast colleague, the Guru, Tommy Thomas. They don't want to hear us, Tommy. Let's send it right to the dock.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleRevival 8! Our opening contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall. And it's for the Firestar Pro Wrestling Southeastern Championship.
Oh, baby, we are starting it off hot and heavy, Thomas. No need to start with these preliminary matches. We're starting off with a title match straight out the gate.
Oh, yes, and this one is going to be a battle like we've never seen before. There is the longest, well, almost longest reigning Firestar Pro Wrestling Southeastern Champion. With a win tonight, it would make him the longest reigning champion in Firestar Wrestling history.
Wow, Jamal the Titan, the current reigning and defending Southeastern champion here at Firestar, has had a rejuvenation in his career ever since he's taken that change in his attitude. But here tonight, he has got a tall test, taking on two other individuals here in the shadow of the Greensboro Coliseum.
Absolutely. We have had some classics in the great state of North Carolina, but even more specifically in this city known as Greensboro. And with Jamal the Titan in the ring, we might have another classic brewing on our hands.
Will we see Jamal the Titan standing victorious just as you see him there, or will his fingers be snapped and his championship reign ended here tonight?
Oh, I can't wait.
And the next individual coming through that curtain, no stranger to the Firestar Southeastern Championship, a former champion in his own right.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Duckman himself. Quack, 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 because he's a quack, Coach, you get it?
Oh, that's absolutely quackers. There he is, the ugly duckling himself, Rob Killjoy. There you go, saying that we're about to see that gold back around his waist again here tonight.
Rob has definitely had a banner year this year, and I think adding the Southeastern Championship to that mantle might be the proverbial cherry on the cake.
Exactly. He hails from Ponds Unknown. He is one of those BAMI type individuals, B-A-Y-M-I, blink and you miss it. He is all over the place, and he is one of those competitors that is very difficult to scout and prepare for.
I'm sure he's already wrestled 5 matches today.
Oh, look, he's wrestling a match with his mask right now. But now is a proverbial giant making his way to the ring. No strangers to the Mid-Atlantic area and North Carolina in particular.
Oh, yeah. He is one of the godfathers of flight in this state. And I don't mean airplanes. I'm talking about flying around that ring. The man known as the young Esquire, the giant, Andrew Everett. I've been watching him since I was a kid.
Andrew Everett turned a lot of heads several years ago at Pro Wrestling Day with the debut of the double moonsault. And that just scratches the surface of what this young man can do inside the ring. Look, that 16 foot of square space is not going to be enough to handle what Andrew Everett is bringing to the table here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first challenger number 1. This is the ugly duckling, Rob Killjoy. Introducing challenger number 2. This is Andrew Everett. And ladies and gentlemen, your Firestar Pro Wrestling Southeastern Champion. This is Jamal the Titan.
Thank you, Doc Bill Colbert, for those championship introductions. Jamal's handing over the title to our official for this match, CB Roberts. It may be the last time he hands this title over, or it may be the next of many.
Honestly, I hate to say it. I like to be unbiased in this, Coach.
Right.
I'm kind of cheering for the Titan in this one, solely because I like to see records get broken, and if he can win tonight, it would make him the longest reigning when the sun goes down and the sun rises tomorrow. It would make him the longest reigning champion, early Southeastern champion in Firestar history.
And you got to wonder, Andrew Everett and Rob Killjoy doing a little bit of jaw-jacking back and forth, that they may be saying, hey, let's team up, let's take out the big man, and then make it between me and you.
If the 2 seasoned veterans are wise like they are, I think that's what they're actually thinking, Coach. I think I'm going to have to agree with you on this one.
Andrew Everett standing back, letting Rob Killjoy kind of test the waters, so to speak.
See, you went wrong. You're smaller than him. I'm bigger.
All 3 of these men are seasoned vets. All 3 of these men kind of feeling each other out, but I think Jamal has the strength advantage in this one.
Oh, yeah, even if we just went off of base stats, Jamal's size difference, but wait a minute. Andrew Everett is a legit giant, 7 foot, 500 pounds. You can see by the singlet.
And right now, though, Jamal the Titan showing that he is probably the biggest giant in this match. But these two vets are, once again, like you said, Coach, they are double teaming the Titan, realizing maybe if we both work together, we can win. One of us will at least walk away champion.
Did you see that? Andrew Everett hanging onto the top rope, kind of fooling Rob Killjoy, but now he just realizes that might have been a mistake.
Yeah, now that makes this a one-on-one match, and that's something I don't think the Giant wants.
Oh, he lifted him off like he was on Beale Street, walking with his feet 10 feet off the ground.
And it looks like the Titan's starting to kick it into overdrive right now, throwing him around like a toddler.
Tommy, have you ever been so mad at a dude that you threw another dude at him?
I can honestly say no. I've never thrown another human being into another human being, Coach.
I doubt that's Jamal's first time. Spine on the pine.
When I saw the Titan show up earlier today, he was wearing an ugly duckling shirt, but with a black X over it. I think he said something about to the remarks of, "I'm going to end the Duck Man and make the Giant into a mere man tonight."
Oh my goodness! Big words from the champion sent Andrew Everett down to the mat. The Giant stands alone at this point. I was going to say, Rob Killjoy isn't far behind.
I am the Duck Man, known for his innovative offense and just unwillingness to quit, but he might have to quit after that elbow.
Yeah, I don't care how innovative your offense is. You hit a brick wall, you hit a brick wall.
I don't think Rob knows where he's at, but that's not uncommon for Rob.
It is not. If you know Rob Killjoy on a professional or personal level, and there's the agility of the ugly duckling there.
And once again, he's probably one of the quickest people in professional wrestling. I don't mean just with the whip, but I mean with kicks like that.
And the way he talks, too, if you've ever been around him, he talks fast, too.
Very much so. He talks like he only drinks Red Bull and coffee nonstop.
Yeah, he has the one gear. Oh, wait a minute. The champion's finally been taken off of his feet.
I haven't seen anybody that size fly through the air like that since probably 1998 when Paul Wright jumped off the top rope.
Man, you're chesting my knowledge there, Tommy. I love it. That is why you are the guru.
Oh, thank you, Coach. And that's why you're the coach, because, you coach these kids to victory.
There you go. At least I try to say I do. When they lose, I kind of deny it.
It's always on the player when it's a loss.
There you go. A little bit of luchiness there from Killjoy and Everett.
Right now, Rob just showing off the skills that he has. Just every single springboard you can hit, Rob Killjoy, the Duckman, will hit.
Very nice. Earlier I said he's blinking, you miss it. There was a case in point right there.
Wow. Rob Killjoy is, he might be a Killjoy to be around, but he is definitely not a Killjoy to watch in the slightest.
That's for sure. He comes in, fans may not know who he is, but they are definitely quacking along by the end of the match.
Oh, and right there, just Andrew Everett, another one that's just so strong, so quick. And these two are just going to have a good old-fashioned flipping stare down, but they just woke up the Titan.
Yeah. You have too much space in between those movements, and Jamal's going to take advantage. Wow!
I didn't realize the fans love the Titans so much.
Yeah, fans have definitely have their guy, so to speak, right? Equally split. What in the world?
Oh, wow.
He went on both sides of the street for that sidewalk.
And remember, if only one of them had kicked out, this match would be over.
Yeah, exactly. So it was on both of these guys. It's one pinfall, submission, a fall, count out, Hey, that brings up a good point. I was getting ready to say disqualification. Not all triple threats are no disqualification. So we have to wonder how this official is going to call this. They know the rules. I just sit here and talk about them.
Yeah, and to add to that point, there's no champion's advantage. But there is one if he keeps doing stuff like that.
A man that size should not be able to do that.
I think he's saying, come get you some Andrew Everett, and he's going to give him everything he's got.
He hit him with the burrito. The flying burrito. Wow.
And right now, Killjoy trying to find his way back up to his feet. The Titan charges after him, and a little assist to get him over the top rope.
Yeah, usually when you're doing that to smaller opponents, you just need that low bridge, not with the Titan.
5 minutes has elapsed, 10 minutes remain.
And oh my goodness gracious.
You hear our ring announcer letting everybody know about our time limit. Some of these championship matches do have time limits, so these challengers need to get it done.
But you know what, Coach? We're about to find out if ducks can fly. And well, I think they can, but not if you clip their wings.
Hey, any landing you can walk away from, right? Whoa!
Oh, ducks can fly.
What? And look, here, I'm just going to sit down. I love it.
It's like he's AC Slater or something.
I got that reference.
Yeah, we're taking it to the max tonight.
Unfortunately, these individuals cannot be saved by the bell. One fall to a finish, and we can either have a retaining champion or a new champion. WrestleRevival, one of the biggest events in Firestar Pro Wrestling's calendar year, and you can see why, and this is just the first match.
Man, absolutely. Right now, what does Rob Killjoy have planned for Jamal the Titan? Looks like he's going to try to make him eat that pole.
Oh, Lord.
But the Giant is on the top rope. Over the top and over the pole. Oh, my goodness. And he lands on his feet.
And the flowers are still standing.
Have you ever seen a Giant go not just on the top rope, then on the pole, then flip dive onto two men and land on his feet with such grace and stability that if this was the Olympics, they would have given him a perfect 10 on that.
I saw Andre do it once, but you have to go back and watch it on 8mm. It is not on the network.
Peacock.
Oh!
And Andrew Everett goes for something big but misses. Killjoy had it scouted. Everett had that scouted, though. Oh, beautiful knee to the face. Good night, Killjoy.
Not only did it have the power of Andrew Everett behind it, but it had gravity assisted as well, adding some extra oomph to that strike. Big time moonsault cover.
And you saw that the Titan got in there and broke that up.
Able to reach in from outside the frame, sends Everett into the ring post.
And he does not look happy. I think Rob Killjoy might have just, oh my goodness, become some sort of duck dish that I've just lost track of.
Oh, 2 9/10. Even, look, I'm still knocked out after that match. I don't know how in the world Rob Killjoy was able to get a shoulder up after that.
This is the first match of the night, but I think by far that was definitely the closest pinfall we'll see of the whole evening.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was close to having Greensboro's finest out here to solve a murder.
Shredded duck.
Oh,
shredded duck. That's what he would have been.
It's what's for dinner.
But right now, Killjoy with that roaring forearm shot and trying something insane, trying to pick up the Titan. I think you got to have stronger arms than that, Duck Man.
Oh, my gosh. I think he lost a tooth on that one.
Killjoy?
I'm not going there. I am not going there.
Right now, I can't believe, though, that Andrew Everett going back up to that high-rent district and Rob Killjoy decides to follow him up there. This can end not good for at least one of these men.
Yeah, that's for sure. But you got to think, they got to take advantage while the Titan's down.
Oh!
Wow, double your pleasure, double your fun. Killjoy sending Everett into Jamal.
And right now, the Duck Man is fired up.
Oh, sends the Giant into the buckle.
Oh, beautiful Pele kick. Knocks Rob Killjoy's block off.
Yeah, I think Rob Killjoy thought he was at a middle school dance there for a second before he finally went down to the canvas.
He really went for the limbo and just failed.
He limb and no bowed.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, these fans here in Greensboro, not even sure who to rally behind at this point, but all we know is they're getting one hell of an opening contest here from Firestar Pro Wrestling WrestleRevival live in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yes, sir. They say the first match sets the tone, and if this is the tone that's been set for tonight, whoo, buddy, you hang on to the edge of your seat.
Why hang?
10 minutes
You're buying the whole
left,
seat,
5 minutes remain.
but you're only going to need the edge. Coach.
Sunday. Oh, it's Saturday.
Saturday.
I tried. Oh!
Double super kick.
A little bit of sternum readjustment there on Jamal.
Oh, and look at this. Teamwork makes the dream work. In a shocking turn of events, a double attitude adjustment. And the double cover, the ref doesn't know who to count.
I don't blame the official for not counting that one, because then you count it, who do you give it to, right?
Yeah, this is not the WCW. Two men cannot win the title at the same time, guys. We might be in Greensboro, but, you know, this isn't Turner.
A little bit of dissent between Killjoy and Everett here.
This is Zuckerberg, just so we're clear. And right now, this chop battle, shades of the Tokyo Dome, right here in Greensboro, but flowing in a little bit of that Carolina flair with those knife edge chops.
Woo. Oh my goodness.
You know that had to hurt. Beautiful Enzy from the Giant. Irish whips Killjoy reversed. He held on though, big boot to the gut. Irish whip again, got him up.
Oh.
Beautiful attitude adjustment. And somehow the Giant kicks out at 2.
You said earlier that one kick out's probably the closest one we're going to see. That one definitely rivaled it, that's for sure. Everett able to get that shoulder up before that final third heartbeat.
I like that expression, third heartbeat.
It only takes 3, baby.
Right now, Andrew Everett gets shot off. But, beautiful behind the backhand of Karana.
This building is so hot, they're so covered in sweat. He was not able to drive Killjoy's head into the mat, which is usually what happens with that, but oh, wait a minute.
That's gotta be it, folks.
Wow, what an opening contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner. And still, Firestar Pro Wrestling Southeastern Champion, Jamal the Titan.
The Titan walks out with the title, but put nothing beyond Rob Killjoy and Andrew Everett. They gave it their all, that's for sure. Wow, what a way to start WrestleRevival, Tommy.
That was an incredible triple threat match, but your winner and still Southeastern champion, Jamal the Titan, barring any shenanigans, if he can make it through tonight, he will be the official longest reigning Southeastern champion in Firestar history.
That's correct. We do have some shenanigans going on later tonight that may change the outcome of that. We have the Battle Blitz coming up later, which is not your standard garden variety battle royal, where the winner gets an opportunity at any Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship of their choice. And that may be the one that the target is on. And of course, we also have the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship match later on tonight. We've got women's action. We've got tag titles on the line as well. And if that is any indicator, baby, we got a hot one.
Oh, I cannot wait. This building is hot, and it's only getting hotter, just like it is in that ring right now.
Elias, you respect me about as much as them sorry-ass fans respect me at Firestar. Last month, when I went in to face James Storm in my hometown, a mile from where I grew up, those fans shit on me every second they got. They looked at me like I was the hometown scrub and then looked at that jabron James Storm and decided to cheer him because he's been on TV most of their lives. Understandable. But if you respected me as much as you say you do, and as you're knowledgeable as my career as you think you are, you would understand that I don't take disrespect lightly. When you bring family into these things called promos, when you bring real life situations into it, that's when I start to get really angry. And I'm already pissed off enough because I got this company that I've carried on my back for so long in the opening match against your sorry ass. Do you think that I don't know that the best is up underneath my nose, Elias? Seriously? I helped put that school on the map. I helped put half of those kids that are signed to these companies on the map. I did that. I was there. You want to name off all of these people that I've wrestled and all of these greats? Do you think you're going to go in and you're going to have that type of match? Because this is your big dream to face OMG? I want you to give me everything you got. I want that dream of yours to come true. Unfortunately, not Saturday. I'm going to drag you in front of your family. I'm going to beat you limb from limb. If you slap me in the face, that'll be the last thing that you remember, I promise. I'm going to have my hand victorious, and then I'm going to go on to bigger and better things. So like Aerosmith said, man, keep dreaming till your dream come true.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a triple threat tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it's a doors, ladders, and chairs match.
That's right. You heard the dot correctly. DLC, and we're not talking about online gaming. We're talking about doors, ladders, and chairs, where doors, ladders, and chairs are perfectly legal. The first team to scramble up the ladder and retrieve the Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships hanging high above the ring is your new Firestar Tag Team Champions.
And with these three teams, there is absolutely no telling how innovative their offense can get. But right now, this team known as Culture INC, Culture Inc., they are making their way to the ring. Not brand new to the fans here at Firestar, having a doozy, almost a match of the year classic against the wrestling prodigies, the current reigning and defending Firestar Tag Team Champions. I guess the matchmakers here thought these guys deserved an opportunity because they took the wrestling prodigies to a limit not that long ago.
They did, and this is a three-team match, so it adds an extra layer of potency, an extra layer of boom, so to speak. Oh, see? If I'd have just waited a second.
These three gentlemen are from the Southeast. They have been taking over the globe, and right now,
oh, wait a minute.
Greensboro, North Carolina. I know y'all can get louder than that. This is the first ever DLC. Make some noise. Now y'all know the names, but the question still remains the same. Firestar Pro Wrestling, who in here is down with the culture? I know y'all can get louder than that. If you down with J. Cole, if you down with DaBaby, if you're down with Michael Jordan, then let me hear you make some noise.
Now, we're talking about the GOAT or we're talking about the actor?
Both, but mainly the GOAT, though. He is from North Carolina.
DaBaby didn't get canceled, but he's making it right. He's making it right for everybody in North Carolina. Don't worry about it. But hey, I think it's time we get them woke in this piece. When I say culture, you say ink. Culture! Culture! When I say culture, you say ink. Culture! Culture!
The fans here are a little bit 50-50 on these guys.
That's right, we're coaching. We here to rock the party. And for those who are still asleep, like my man Tommy T.
What did I do? What did I do?
We got 2 words for you. Stay woke.
Oh.
What did I do?
Props to Tommy T. He's sitting beside me. I like it.
I don't think that was props.
Let's be real.
I don't think that was a prop at all. I think they were just insulting me.
Let's be real. You paid for that.
Why would I pay to be insulted?
It's like Cameo.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, this is the Trendsetters.
I mean, these two, known as the Pretty Gang or the Pink Gang, not that long ago, decided to change their name to the Trendsetters because they say they're, quote unquote, setting all the trends out there.
Yeah, there will definitely be a lot of millennial speak in this match that I am not fluent in, so I'm going to lean heavily on you for this one, Tommy.
Well, right now, the Trendsetters, after the last show, the way they made it their way into this match, was attacking the Wrestling Prodigies after their match. After such disrespect, the Wrestling Prodigies decided we're going to turn this into a triple threat match.
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what Culture Inc. meant by people were asleep here. There's nobody asleep in this building, Tommy.
You got to get with the time, Josh.
What, it's after 7, right?
And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my goodness.
Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Wrestling Prodigy!
The return of CM Punk, the return of Becky Lynch, the Road Warriors, and now the Wrestling Prodigies. It just happened here in Greensboro, North Carolina. It doesn't get any bigger in this town than these two kids from this great city.
I was wondering where they went. I was like, dang. They come out to an ovation like that, and you go to the back? You're not going to get any bigger than that, and Tommy put a nail on it. Wrestling Prodigies, although I don't know how much longer you can call them that, these men have been grinding. They've been working. They've been putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. They are the current Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Eventually, they are no longer the best kept secret in wrestling. Eventually, you got to put some respect on their name. Did I do that right?
Not really, but you'll get there.
Okay. But these young men are nothing to laugh at. But this is going to be one of those tornado-style matches. You're going to have to keep your eye on the prize. Look, Jordan would have been able to get them.
I feel like we have to raise these titles a little bit. And right now, these three teams, all three vying for the right to be the tag team champions of Firestar Pro Wrestling.
All right, so we've got Culture Inc. to your left. We've got the Trendsetters in the middle and the Prodigies on your right.
And right now, this has already started off chaotic. These 6 men are just pounding the ever-living tarnation out of each other.
Now, of course, with the rules of this match being doors, ladders, and chairs are legal, they can fight all over this building. They can fight all around Greensboro if they want to. Unfortunately, the only way they can win it is to climb a ladder in the center of the ring, grab the titles to become the new champions.
And right now, Eli Knight is all over Malachi. It looks like both teams have decided to team up against the Wrestling Prodigies.
Yep.
Almost.
Divide and conquer looks like the game plan for both of these challengers.
And right now, dive time, baby!
That was like dives in stereo. I feel like I should be letting out a real long go
or a dive.
See, that's why I have you here. You have all the good ideas.
And right now, these guys are getting an idea going under that ring. We know what's under there. Yeah.
Look, ring crew's going to be mad if they break all of those, because then they'll have nothing to get the chain down with.
Oh, and just a smart strategy by young Eli Knight. If I remember correctly, Eli probably the second or third youngest person in this matchup right now.
Hey, look, yeah, if you had a driver's license test for this match, I don't think many of them would be able to pass it.
Oh, but right there, young Jackson had it well scouted. And both these two familiar with each other, as I've said before. Just so fast, so furious, but Jackson hits him with a great drop kick. And right now, the young man is fired up.
Yeah, you can get up as fired up as you want, but you still got to climb those rungs.
Oh, he did not see that one coming, though.
Literally.
Hey, the Trendsetters right now seem to have the upper hand. I don't know why they don't just try to climb the ladder, but I think they just want to inflict more pain to add to that pain they inflicted on them last month.
Oh, good Lord.
Beautiful double flapjack.
His mom is not going to be happy about that dental bill, young man.
No, definitely not. And right now, the Trendsetters have firm control of this match. There we go. Young Malachi getting back in the ring and got almost caught, but he converted it into some kind of Steiner maneuver.
Yeah, the temperature in this building's hot, and not just because of the fans. It is summer in the Carolinas, and these guys are dripping sweat, and it definitely changes the game plan no matter what they had in store.
Oh, and a beautiful Trouble in Paradise-esque kick from young Malachi. Oh, but off the top rope comes Malik Bledsoe. Just, oh, those fast and furious fists, so hard to keep up with. Oh, double stomp from Eli. Malik hits it out around the back with a sling blade. And right now, Culture Inc. showing why they say stay woke.
That's not what you say.
I think it is now. Culture Inc. coming in, deciding to change, I guess, for lack of a better term, the culture for good. And uh-oh. Oh, no. So disrespectful. Oh, but right now, we are on the cusp of having brand new tag team champions.
Oh, my goodness. And that just goes to show the inexperience in this type of matchup, not getting the ladder directly under the titles, and I think it cost them. And, wow. Rung his bell.
And right now, the Trendsetters back on top. They've been in control a lot during this match, and I think it's because the type of match this is requires a certain amount of brutality, and the Trendsetters have shown, not just recently, but in the past, they can be as brutal as they come, but right now, if they don't pay attention, they're about to lose this opportunity. As young Malachi climbs to the top of that ladder unnoticed.
Yeah, Malachi's fingertips away, but Evans able to get over there and stop the ascent.
Beautiful maneuver off the ladder.
Oh, Pretty Boy Lane driving him through the table, or excuse me, the door.
The door.
Hey, in my first apartment, we used those as a table.
And yes, fans, this is absolutely awesome. The fans here at Greensboro are getting a show tonight, and hopefully you at home are enjoying this live on your Facebook feed.
Jackson Drake trying to fit in the pieces. Oh, wait a minute, sets the ladder aside. Guess he needs the real estate here. Evan Stone definitely feeling the impact of that.
Oh, that's why young Jackson Drake got rid of that ladder. He forgot about he remembered the third part of the match. It's the chairs.
Well, look, he threw enough chairs in there to have a party of 5. Look, I don't think Nev Campbell's coming to your match, buddy.
Are you going to shout out Lacey Chabert too?
Look, man,
But he's going Scott Wolf all over him.
I do references that my generation understands. Culture Inc. does the one for this generation. Best of both worlds.
You mean anything after 95?
Man, I still love you, buddy.
You're here too, Coach.
Now, what
You're
kind of
here too.
construction is Jackson Drake putting together here?
I don't know. These young kids always have crazy ideas, and this is just one of those crazy ideas.
Look, as long as he doesn't decide to take over somebody into those, we'll be okay.
Oh, he's climbing up the chair. Oh my goodness. What has he got planned here? Oh!
Oh my goodness. Chiropractors all across the state just squealed in joy at the possible new business they're going to be getting from the Trendsetters.
Both these young men, if not all 6 of them, will feel like their bodies have been in a car crash tomorrow, and this match isn't even over yet.
Jackson Drake shouting out orders to young Jay Malachi.
Telling him to get the next door. I think they should take advantage of the fact that there's nobody else standing and climb the ladder. But once again, this is why they're prodigies. This is why they are young. They don't have the experience to know. Just climb the ladder, kids.
But you also may think it has to deal with these 2 other teams and the damage they've caused, the things they've done. And look at the athleticism.
I mean, Eli Knight is just incredibly talented. Probably one of the best young talents on the planet today. And if he keeps hitting moves like that, he'll be one of the best veteran talents in history. You can see the fire on his face right now, Coach. And young Eli clears the ring. And look, see, now that is smart. Setting up the ladder, clear the ring, set up the ladder, go fulfill your destiny, young man. Do this one for the culture.
Young Jay Malachi stirring enough, preventing the grab.
And right now, what's Malachi doing? Oh! Got him. It's good. The field goal goes right through the uprights. That's 3 points, kid. Now instead of celebrating, climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. You were literally the only person standing. Win this match.
It's already set up directly under the titles.
It's like you said, these wrestling prodigies now just want to inflict pain. I think they have forgotten that they are the champs. I think they just want to get revenge.
Oh, Evan Stone's glassy-eyed, ladies and gentlemen. I think he might be out.
And the fans here absolutely adore these kids. Right now, a lot of chaos ensuing outside of the ring. A lot of back and forth action. While this ladder is just still standing in the middle of the ring. What's young Jackson Drake got planned here? Oh my goodness gracious, young man.
Thought for sure Jackson Drake was going to try that hop to the ladder and win the match, but no, once again, he's going for more damage, and there are bodies lying around like there's been a car crash here right off of 40 here in Greensboro.
10 minutes remain.
And right now, you heard that right, fans. There's about 10 minutes left remaining on the clock in this contest. And right now, the fans are firmly behind the Prodigies, though. Can they capitalize? Young man, climb into that ring. And right now, all of these men still continuing to fight outside. Still continuing to just take this to each other. This has become extremely personal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now that's super personal. That's just a straight up hockey fight, guys.
I was gonna say we went to a wrestling event and a hockey fight broke out.
And Jackson Drake setting up more chairs. Once again, only man in the ring. But right now, his partner is outside getting bamboozled.
Setting up a makeshift table. That's what we did in college, right there.
I don't think he's going to play beer pong, though, Coach.
Oh!
Oh, right through the door.
A show of respect to the fans here in Greensboro first. And then a nice little power bomb right through the door.
And right now, it looks like we're about to have brand new Firestar Tag Team Champions. All he's got to do is climb that ladder, and he wins this match for the Trendsetters. But right now, he is exhausted, fatigued. He's been through so much. And there we go. Smart strategy. There are no disqualifications in this match. Culture Inc. using the manager to their advantage.
Oh my gosh. Upended him right on the end of that chair and that broken table.
Oh, and it looks like we have new champs, guys. Culture Inc. is standing triumphant in that ring. All they got to do is climb this ladder. But they say, no, we want to inflict more pain. And right now, they just have so much that they just want to do to these people right now.
Young Evan Stone laying prone there on that door.
Oh my goodness. Oh! Absolutely incredible move by Bledsoe. Malik Bledsoe just hit, that was like 15 rotations.
It was definitely more than one.
And it looks like the fans want blood. Oh. And right now, the Trendsetters have cleared the ring, but sliding back in, I don't think they've realized young Malachi has stumbled in. Super kick.
Sends Pretty Boy Lane sprawling, and if my math is correct, we've seen the damage done. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Pretty Boy Lane's still up, and oh! Oh my goodness.
And young Malachi using that ladder not as a ladder, but as a weapon. But right now, so much chaos all around the ring. They're still fighting outside. They're still fighting in the ring. And what's young Malachi got planned here?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I see what's going on here. Wait a minute.
Climbing all the way out, and oh! Beautiful stage dive into the crowd.
That was almost a stairway to heaven from young Jay Malachi.
Might have done more harm to himself, though. Once again, that's why they call it high risk, high reward. The reward was he took out most of the other teams. The risk, he might have just taken out his own ankle. Will Jay Malachi climb to the top and retrieve the title?
In this match.
15-minute call from our timekeepers table. And it looks like the Prodigies are the only ones stirring at this point.
Just climb the ladder. I know you've got a lot taken out of you, but if you can climb that ladder, make it to the top, they will retain the Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
Evan Stone bringing in an equalizer with that chair.
And right now, Malachi was so close. But now, he's so far away, right through the door. And on the outside of the ring, it looks like, oh my God, his partner just ate a pile driver on the floor. That's got to be it for the Wrestling Prodigies. And look.
Trendsetters are all alone, Tommy.
And all they got to do is pull them down. And we have brand new Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners and the new Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Trendsetters.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. New Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Pretty Boy Lane, Evan Stone, the Trendsetters. And you got to think the war that all 6 of these young men went through, was it worth it in the end?
I mean, right now for the Trendsetters, it definitely is. But I think right now, the team that should be feeling the most regret is the Wrestling Prodigies. They took this match personal. After being attacked last month, they took their eye off their championships, and the Trendsetters plan worked. And right now, they walk out of Firestar Pro Wrestling's biggest show of the year, the brand new Firestar Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Wow. While our crew works to clear the carnage from the floor here at the Greensboro Sportsplex, the Trendsetters taking this moment, soaking it all in, making their way around the ring, high-fiving, hashtagging, doing whatever they need to do.
That's not how you use that. That's not how you use that. But if you do want to hashtag this show on Twitter, hashtag FSPW.
I've done that before on the Twitter machine, right? What are you kidding? I'm on Twitter. I know how it works.
And fans, we'll be back with more Firestar Pro Wrestling in just one mo. Oh my! What? What? What is happening? What just happened?
It looks like, folks, we were getting ready to cut away for a break while our crew cleaned up the mess, and it looks like Jay Malachi's taking out his frustrations on Jackson Drake.
That was. What? I'm at a loss for words right now. What is he doing? Oh, obviously he's whipping a man with a belt, but why?
Like a government mule, Guru.
Jay Mal just, and what's he doing? After watching this match, we've seen how creative this man can get with these weapons of destruction. And right now, Jackson just looking at his best friend, his brother, a man who they grew up together.
Literally.
And right now, Jay Malachi is just, what is he doing? What is he doing? This is your best friend. This is your brother. This is someone you guys grew up together. Oh, God! Springboard cutter. He just could have ended his brother's career in just one moment.
I mean,
with just one move.
I was just joking earlier about the Greensboro police, but we may literally have to get them involved here at this point.
I don't know what this kid's doing. Jay has normally been a good kid. He's been one of those. Him and Jackson have been brothers. These two have known each other since they were 2 freaking years old. They went to the same daycare. They went to elementary school together. They had the same classes together in high school. They wrestled together. They started their first training classes together. And just to see this, it's disgusting, Coach. And you know me, I'm not one of those faint-hearted people. But to see something like that, it's egregious, it's disgusting, and I'm ashamed to say it. I'm ashamed of Malachi right now.
Well, I think you speak for everybody, Tommy, when you say that. A round of applause here from the audience. Wishing Jackson Drake the best, but we're definitely going to take a break here now so that we can kind of go ahead and get this cleaned up, see what's going on. We'll be back in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Some pretty choice words from OMG there, Tommy.
I mean, he's not wrong, though. OMG he's lost in his hometown numerous times now. He just can't seem to really get it together. I think he kind of needs to get this victory here tonight to kind of get back on the right track.
Yeah, kind of like your rebound girl when you get dumped by your main girl. I know all too, I've heard that happens, and that may be OMG James Ryan's rebound here at WrestleRevival.
And once again, he does have some valid points. He has helped put this company on the map. Yes, he is absolutely right. But it's not the company's fault that he lost to James Storm.
Ladies
it's not the company's fault
first,
that he lost to all these
He's the one you came to see, and the reason you paid the fee. He is OMG James Ryan.
Man, OMG coming out the curtain, walking through the crowd with a chip on his shoulder here in Greensboro.
That promo, he was 100% correct, or that interview, he was 100% correct. He does put the company on his back. But once again, as I said before, it's not the company's fault that he cannot win. He has got to step his game up See, look, the dancing, all of this stuff. I think James Ryan could be a big star if he just starts paying attention to James Ryan and not to everything around him.
Yeah, a lot of young guys in this business, that is one of the things, all the distractions, the glitz, the glamour, the lights, the music. They get so wrapped up in it and they forget that pay window, baby.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, this is Elias, AK-47.
And the fans here in Greensboro absolutely love Elias AK-47. They say that he's from the streets. That's what you would call it.
He's from the cut.
Yes, basically. He's hip with the youth, as most of the kids say.
I see that. Looks like he's definitely come to battle here.
From what we've heard about Elias AK-47, and just a little bit of disrespect to the veteran right off the bat.
Oh, it's just like handing a loaded gun to a 5-year-old, giving that to OMG. There's no telling where it's going.
Oh, the smack talking has started early with OMG. Someone that has the gift of gab like no other. But right now, the talking won't matter. He's just got to get a win here tonight to finally get himself back in the win column. And once again, I think this is one of those reasons why OMG does not win very often, is because he's so busy always talking to the fans, always trying to get his 2 cents into the crowd. If he pays more attention to the match, once again, he might be on the side of victory tonight.
Yeah, the distractions, like I said, the glitz and the glamour, the crowd, the roar, the bright lights, sometimes it can distract you, especially when you have your eye on a prize like a championship. But in a match like this, where it's all about respect, you come at it a little different.
Elias AK-47 is very, very inexperienced. This is probably maybe match 100 for the kid. So going up in there against someone like James Ryan who's wrestled thousands upon thousands of matches, Elias is this is going to be the biggest test he has. But once again, James Ryan needs to focus on his opponent and not on the fans, the camera, and everything in between.
Yeah, if you underestimate your opponent, 9 times out of 10, there's a saying that I'm a fan of, any given Sunday, a team can win. And that goes true for
even
football
on a Saturday.
And pro wrestling as well.
And right now, Elias showing that on any given Saturday, you can pull off the victory. Irish whip reverse. OMG picks him up, but he caught him with that beautiful head scissors.
He's able to tilt his whirl around and send OMG to the outside, and Elias is definitely cooking on all cylinders right now.
Going up to that high rent district. Beautiful cross body delivered by Elias AK-47, and the fans here in Greensboro are fired up like they're Tommy Rich.
Elias had the distinction to have an individual in one of his matches kind of come to his rescue, so to speak, not too long ago. The late, great New Jack made his last independent wrestling appearance at the end of Elias AK-47's match. So you definitely got to think that that's a feather he's going to stick in his cap and talk about for a long time, but you can't think about the past. Here's the future, literally. And he just got a size 15 right in the side of his face.
Ooh, and he just got a knife-edge chop right across his chest. Right now, these two men taking it up to the suburban district. And those ropes are extra slick right now. Once again, this building running at about 105 degrees. And Elias is probably running out of ways to survive this match.
Yeah, if you were wondering, Superjaw does a fantastic job of production, and they actually captured the breath leaving Elias AK-47's chest in that impact moment.
Shut your mouth.
And right now, once again, James Ryan losing focus, gabbing with the fans. If once again, if he had taken that 3 seconds, that 4 seconds that he gabbed to throw one more extra boot, one more extra punch, one more extra move, that is how James Ryan can walk away with a victory. Not things like this, not posing for the cameras.
Yeah, the pandering, the mind games, all that extra stuff that will get some of these youngsters in trouble. OMG, he's been around the block for a little bit, so he feels that he can maybe strut a little more, talk a little more. But as you say, if we're coming from a strictly mechanical standpoint, a technical standpoint, then yeah, he needs to be more aware of his surroundings.
He is arguably one of the best actual wrestlers on the Firestar roster. He is pound for pound one of the best. His problem is his ego. Look at this. Look at that. His ego is just getting the better of him each and every single time.
James Ryan firmly in the driver's seat at this point. I guess he feels that he can talk as much smack as he wants and still pull out the dub, but that's what I'm saying. You can't put some of these youngsters in the rear view before you even put it in drive, because these guys will surprise you, as we saw earlier for the Fan Fest.
Well, right now, OMG is in firm control of this match, like a cat playing with a toy. This is not a good sign for Elias, especially not being in that position.
Yeah, meat on meat with those clubbing blows to the back of Elias.
And just a vicious stomp to the back of the neck. Jeez Louise. And a beautiful knife edge chop, shades of the Nature Boy, delivered by OMG. I feel like James Ryan could have won this match already if he had just been focusing more on Elias.
Put the T on or put the cross on the T, the I on the dot on the, see, look.
All of it.
So flustered here.
It's because it's 115 degrees in this building. The fans have not stopped filing in, by the way, since
they're
the
still
show
rolling.
started.
Oh yeah, they're still coming in. Literally the hottest ticket in town today.
Right now, Elias fighting out of it, but eats that big size 15 boot of OMG. And once again, back to the dancing, back to the showboating.
I can't wait for it, mama.
OMG just needs to capitalize. He just needs to just go for the pin. Stop talking, James. Stop talking and just beat the man.
Putting a little bit of extra digital pressure on the young man's face there. Walking that line, walking that line.
I mean, right now, if you look back on OMG's career, all of his losses, every single loss he's had in the past year, have all been because, well, of things like that. If he had just hooked the leg, this match would be over right now. But no, he went for the lackadaisical cover. He went to air gyrate his hips. It's things like that. That is why he cannot win matches right now. That is why he's on this losing streak. If maybe he can get that through his thick skull, if he can get that through his skull to maybe just focus on his opponent, he might be able to pull off a victory. He could have beaten Cowboy James Storm if he had just paid attention to Cowboy James Storm.
You know, you paint a pretty good case. He may need a guru business card at the end of the night here, Tommy.
Right now, Elias showing why you don't just play with the fans. You go after your opponent. That was a beautiful kick, and OMG is staggered, and down goes Frazier.
My mom told me a long time ago, don't play with your food, just eat it. And OMG is in the drop zone, and he may end up eating the feet of Elias here in Greensboro.
Big frog splash off the top. Kips up. Beautiful backflip. 1, 2. Oh. And you can almost see the frustration on Elias's face.
Yeah, I'm glad that this ceiling is structurally metal because these fans were about to blow the roof off if he'd have pulled out that win.
Some of these fans saying that was 3, but now it looks like he's going for that guillotine arm bar. Or Kimura. And right now, OMG taking advantage. Big boots in the sternum. Looks like he's setting him up for that last ride.
Stunting like his daddy. Gets him up. Oh, wait a minute. Trying to get the grip.
Oh, looks like he lost him once again. And back to that Kimura. Back to that Kimura lock. James Ryan did not see it coming, and now he's down. This is a bad spot for OMG to be in. Can he get to the ropes? Can the veteran make his way over and get at least his foot on the ropes? Create some separation, and there we go. Elias, AK-47, must break the count, and because he is such a good kid, he does just as the ref asks.
Well, the amount of torque on James Ryan's shoulder in that move.
She's super kick. But look at that. Veteran awareness from James Ryan, and just something that Elias needs to learn with experience. If he had just had James Ryan just one more foot over, this match would be over, and James Ryan's losing streak would continue.
Yeah, the young Elias has got to figure out he's got to go pretty deep in his toolbox to pull out something to put away OMG here. Oh, he just deep sixed him, center of the ring.
What? Somehow, some way, I cannot believe this. Elias, AK-47, kicks out at 2. Somehow, some way, after that big deep six slam, Elias has got all the heart in the world.
OMG demanding the respect. And another 5-finger discount to the face of James Ryan.
Hoist him up, stunting like my daddy. That's it. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Planted him like a pancake.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, OMG James Ryan.
Well, the good news for James Ryan is that he finally, in the year of 2020, got a win under his belt. The bad news is for everybody else, not just Elias, but all these fans here at Firestar.
OMG says it best. That was a little closer than he probably would have liked. He is leaving here with the W. He's probably leaving with a few more bruises than he intended to with a matchup against a youngster like Elias, AK-47. Showing a little bit of begrudging respect as he makes his way to the back. And fans, we are just getting rolling here at WrestleRevival at the Greensboro Sportsplex. We still have women's match. We still have a Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship match.
And don't forget, we still have another triple threat match coming up between Gift Garrison, Caprice Coleman, and Jason Raditz. But right now, these fans here in Greensboro showing some love for Elias as he makes his way to the back. Young man, keep your head up. You fought diligently. You just didn't fight hard enough to get the win.
If you're wondering where you can see Firestar Pro Wrestling live, just be sure to check out the website FSPWrestling.com and on all the major social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more to find out how you can get tickets to the next event. Location of the new Firestar Pro Wrestling Training Academy, and more information on your favorite Firestar alum. And wow, I'm going to be hoarse by the end of this night, Tommy. I can just go ahead and tell it.
I'm still going to be Tommy. And we'll be back with more Firestar in just one moment. All right, fans, we are here with more Firestar Pro Wrestling from Greensboro, North Carolina. And right now, we have singles competition between, well, actually, we're supposed to have singles competition, but it looks like we're gonna have a promo instead.
I'm sure most of you already know, but for those idiots that don't, my name is Mr. A-O-K. And don't you dare forget the Mr.
Bada bing, bada boom, he's the realest guy in the room.
I just got off a flight from New York came to North Carolina. The worst Carolina, if you ask me.
I mean, they do call us South Virginia.
Yeah. And don't get me started on the people. All right, they just rude as can be. Matter of fact, you look like the guy that was forcing me to walk faster because you decided to hold the door open for me. What if I didn't want to walk fast?
What is Mr. A-OK talking about? What does that even mean?
Southern hospitality, Daddy.
I don't care if you're mad or got a problem. Because I'm here to show all of you why I always say, at the end of the day, Mr. A-OK don't play.
Well, apparently Mr. A-OK does not play, and I don't think these fans here in North Carolina want to play with Mr. A-OK. But you know who does? It looks like we're going to have a little bit of an open challenge right now. This man is the leader of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Training Academy. He's the reason why we're all here. It is LeBron Kozone.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Ring Warrior, LeBron Kozone.
I've known LeBron Kozone since he was a pup in professional wrestling. He has grown as a man, as a talent, as a leader, and these fans here in Greensboro are showing him some love.
And this is a place that he is very familiar with. Every one of these fans here in this building, for the most part, love him. And he helped train some of the biggest stars you see here, along with you, Coach. Both of you guys have helped train all of these, or most of these Firestar Pro Wrestling superstars.
And it looks like Cozy's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. I think he's taken exception to the words from Mr. A-OK here.
Yeah, it looks like he's fighting for the state of North Carolina, especially for his hometown of Greensboro. Right now, Mr. A-OK staring a hole through Kozone, but Kozone staring one right back to him.
And you got to think that the physical conditioning edge is definitely going to go to Kozone here. The guy looks like $1 million, and I tell him that every time I see him. Oh,
that's not family friendly.
I guess that was a 3-finger salute, though. That's like a 1 finger, but like 3 times as bad.
Yeah. And right now, these two just kind of feeling each other out. LeBron, I think, has the strength advantage in this contest, maybe even the speed advantage. But as we've noticed, and as we know, Mr. A-OK, definitely the king of the psychological war games.
A little bit of feeling out, as they like to say, right? A little bit of slow, more mat-based technical wrestling, kind of see what your opponent's about. What are his weaknesses? What are his strengths sometimes? Does he smell like red hot? Things like that. Dude, you laugh. You get that stuff in your eye, you cry.
And that is a traditionally old school tactic. Yes, putting a little bit of hot sauce or muscle cream on your wrist tape or somewhere on your forearms and rubbing it across your opponent's face. But Kozone not sticking those old school tactics. He's hitting some new school stuff right now.
AOK able to reverse the pressure, as they say, and get the big hip toss on Kozone there.
Right now, Kozone is looking better than he ever has. The man is hitting his physical prime. He's hitting it in stride, and I think Mr. AOK is learning this one the hard way.
Yeah, Mr. AOK is slid out to the outside here, trying to get a little bit of a breath. Timeouts. I mean, there's no crying in baseball.
But right now, there might be some crying after that just dropped LeBron's neck across the ropes.
He yoked him on that top rope. Oh, coming into Hodway. Oh my goodness.
The strength behind that chop.
How do you think Mr. AOK's feeling right about now?
Well, his chest is definitely feeling like it's bleeding inside of it.
Yeah, he's probably not feeling okay, that's for sure.
And the fans here in Greensboro are loving every minute of it.
Yeah, I can see some distinct discoloration. There we go. Great shot by our floor cam crew there.
Get him out. And right now, Kozone with full advantage in this match. Geez, all the strength in the world from LeBron. Two count only.
Had the hook of the leg, had the arms captured. Fantastic pinning attempt, but Mr. AOK was able to kick out.
And LeBron is a specimen. He really is. He's probably one of the strongest people in Firestar Pro Wrestling. And if not one of the most gifted wrestlers Firestar has ever seen, but he might not have much of a gift if AOK hits more moves like that.
Yeah, I would say the only person in Firestar Pro Wrestling that would even rival LeBron Kozone in strength would be Captain Black America. He'd be the only one.
Wow.
And he landed flush on that young man right there.
Two count only. Mr. AOK eating a lot of those words he said earlier. And LeBron definitely fighting for his state right now. Oh, that was not clean. I'll say that. We're not going to say it's dirty, but that definitely wasn't clean.
Yeah, that may be ball game in the wrong way right there. That is a torn MCL, LCL, ACL, one of those L's.
Right now, LeBron is in a bad place, and I'm not talking about West Greensboro, folks. I'm talking about that ring right now with that knee like that.
Get him in the corner. One.
AOK tried to give him the gambler's hand, and the fans here in Greensboro not letting him get away with it.
Oh, definitely not. The fans here in Greensboro showing exactly, or telling AOK exactly how they feel right now. And LeBron decides to say, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you.
5 minutes has elapsed in this match.
AOK going right back downstairs, hitting that already injured knee from the clip earlier.
And a lot of LeBron's strength comes through those massive tree trunks he calls legs. So if you take out LeBron's legs, you are taking out a big strength factor that he has. But right now, AOK, this is probably his smartest strategy, slowing the pace down and just crushing and working LeBron's legs. But LeBron looks like he has kind of an illegal choke working right there.
Hey, when you're in those kind of positions, you grab whatever you can, Tommy.
Hey, those are just stomps to the back. LeBron's just trying to do anything just to free up his leg, but Mr. AOK is not having any of it.
Yeah, you can grab a hold and make your opponent do whatever you want them to. That's you're in control.
Now notice how LeBron couldn't really get everything he had behind that. Had to push off more with his arms and his legs as he does for some of those kicks.
Yeah, he channeled his inner Blanco with that kick.
And right back to the leg goes Mr. AOK. This is probably the most brilliant strategy I've seen of the night. He found the weakness, and now he's exposing it for all it's worth.
It's like a shark smelling blood in the water. AOK has opened up himself and a way to defeat the Ring Warrior, and he's taken full advantage of it here at WrestleRevival at the Greensboro Sportsplex.
And right now, LeBron is just fighting his way. I think LeBron's starting to get desperate. He's just trying to, I don't want to just say save this match, but probably save his career. If this hold keeps getting worked, this could literally just put LeBron on the shelf. There could be surgeries. There could be knee replacements. There could be everything. Yeah. So LeBron's smartly finally getting out of that.
A lot of people will ask, well, if you're in that and it hurts so much, why do you tap? These guys have a lot of pride in what they do, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. They have a lot of pride, and so they don't tap so easily, even though, as you mentioned, it could mean the end of a career or some time on the shelf. They will not bring themselves to do it.
Oh, just a great backdrop from Mr. AOK. Trying to go for the cover. Lateral press. 2 count only.
Such a lackadaisical kick out from Kozone there, just enough to get the shoulder up, conserving that energy.
And right now, LeBron, we don't normally see him in this position, not being the strongest person in the match. Well, not even that, just not standing up in the match.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, LeBron fighting back. Shades of Mr. Rhodes. Only set of elbows, it's fist, but he went for the elbow. And got reversed with a big scoop slam. I think Mr. AOK should go back to working that leg strategy.
Oh, went for the shebang, went for the glitz, went for the glamour. No water in the pool for Mr. AOK.
And LeBron is fired up right now. Big double arm chops. Beautiful back fist into an NZ. And right now, LeBron seems to have found his rhythm. There's a massive European followed up by that forearm shiver.
Yeah, he definitely rocked that young man, that's for sure.
Oh! Got him!
He rearranged him dentally. And that would, wait a minute, what's the call here?
Was that 2 or 3?
I think the official was trying to say that AOK was able to get his shoulder up right before that 3 count.
Yeah, it looks like he got his foot under the rope possibly. We can't see it from our perspective, but the referee says that this match must continue. Right now, LeBron going to finish him off one more again. Oh, big belly to belly though from Mr. AOK. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and
10 minutes has elapsed.
I mean, that had enough pump in it. You could have labeled that a magnum belly to belly.
Wow. There are little kids at home that are like, I don't get that. What's that even mean?
That's okay. Google it.
Don't Google that. Do not Google that, children. Do not. Stay off the internet, kids. Just keep watching wrestling.
NSFW, huh? And Kozone's feeling it right now.
Yeah, speaking of, this is FSPW, Firestar Pro Wrestling, and we are totally safe for work. But right now, Mr. AOK isn't safe. Beautiful drop kick to the knee. Had Kozone scouted. This could be it, folks.
Mr. AOK signaling that little three-peat there.
And a 2 count only. LeBron barely gets the shoulder up in time. And gets him right there in that half Boston Crab.
Putting that torque on the cruciate ligaments of LeBron Kozone. trying to wear and tear here.
And notice how Mr. AOK is squeezing right there at the knee, at the cartilage, trying to add more pressure, trying to get LeBron to tap out. And can LeBron make it to the bottom rope, or any rope, anything to break this hold, and he does.
You got to think that bottom rope feels like salvation to LeBron Kozone right about now. He probably bought himself another couple of minutes here to try and get a win against Mr. AOK, who is all about some intricate hand design.
Well, right now, he's hopefully going for an intricate move, but LeBron has got a beautiful reverse German.
Oh, there it is. Ball game. Ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, the Ring Warrior, LeBron Kozone.
You know, you got to think that LeBron Kozone's got to be grateful for a win like that. But Mr. AOK, he had a perfect game plan once he zeroed in on the knee of LeBron, but it was just a little too late. Kozone with that wily veteran experience, able to pull it out here at the end. WrestleRevival, the house that Kozone built. You know, it's got to feel good to be Kozone right about now.
And right now, though, Kozone in that ring, celebrating victoriously with a little bit of a limp. But I think he's walking out no worse for wear. Let's take it to the ring to hear what he has to say, Coach.
Take you a moment, buddy. It's okay. Well earned. Well earned.
Greensboro, I love you. I'm gonna tell you all the story. See, back in March, we were evicted from Evolution here. And for 6 months, we were without a home, without a place to train and practice. See, there's a man, an older gentleman that I love dearly. He works at my gym and he minds his own business. But when I talk to him, he always has something to say to me personally. And I asked him, I was like, yo, OG, what's up? And he said, well, young blood, I'm just an old frog looking for a new log. It's funny, but I felt it. Because for 6 months, traveling to different towns, trying to continue this work that I love called creating pro wrestling, I was a frog looking for a new log. For 6 long months, through all this uncertainty in the world, I saw people that I love give up their hopes and their passion. But I was just a frog looking for a new log. But come September, let's just say we found our new log.
Yes, sir. Good news is the best news, Tommy.
That's right. This is such great news. not just for the students, not just for the trainers, but for the fans as well. Firestar Pro Wrestling has found a new home.
And those that know me know this means the world to me, because I had nights where I cried because I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep this dream alive, but then I came to the realization that I can do all things by the power that's inside of me. And if 2 or 3 agree on the decree, like the prophecy that my mentor Caprice Coleman spoke over this vision called Firestar Pro Wrestling. What we see, we can see. And I believe I got more than 2 or 3 people that see what I see. Look around. Look around. This is awesome. You are awesome. That's coming from my heart. And I say this in front of God and everybody. If you continue to support this vision, as long as we stand, there will be more success stories come out of that locker room, like Griff Garrison, like Marcus Kross, like OMG James Ryan, like Jamal the Titan, like Tevin Dangerous Turner. And guys, if you think this is awesome, you ain't seen anything yet.
Wow. What an announcement. What a decree. LeBron Kozone putting it out there. Come September, Firestar Pro Wrestling has a new home. You have got to be kidding me. Good news is the best news. FSPWrestling.com for more information as it becomes available. Wow, you have got to be kidding me. And we still have a fantastic show left for you. More to come, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WrestleRevival 8. The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. A lot of emotions in the first half of our event, and we still have a second half to go, Tommy.
Absolutely. We've got about 4 more matches left on this card, and this one probably, this one might steal the show.
Introducing first, making his way to the ring, this is Ruthless Jason Raditz.
This is what a lot of people like to call the money match, the one that brings the people to the dance, the one that people want to see. And this is a event stacked with those type of matches, but this is that triple threat match where you're looking at high caliber talent. Jason Raditz, a former Southeastern champion here at Firestar Pro Wrestling, taking on former champions and some household names.
Oh, absolutely. Mr. Raditz looks like $1 million, but it's going to take more than $1 million in looks to beat this man, or at least one of these 2 men. But this one in particular, this one is an ageless wonder. He's been around for 300 years. He was around before wrestling even started. Yeah. That's how long Caprice has been on the planet.
And he's only 29.
Yeah, he's only 29 years old. Looks like.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, this is the ageless one, Caprice Coleman.
I remember watching my first Caprice Coleman match when I was 2 years old. he had already been wrestling for 35 years at that point.
Man.
But that's a joke. But realistically, Caprice is arguably one of the best professional wrestlers walking the planet today, training such great people as Cedric Alexander, J.D. Drake, and so many countless others. Just Caprice is a legend, not just here in North Carolina, but in all of professional wrestling.
Caprice Coleman has a pedigree here in North Carolina, as you said, Tommy. And I got to say, he is in the best shape of his life here over the last couple of years, staying ready. And he's about to show everybody here in Greensboro, if you're not familiar with the Ageless One, oh, you will be.
I hope to look that good at his age. I really do.
Heck, I didn't look that good when I was half my age.
And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he's one half of the Varsity Blondes, the Machine,
Griff Garrison making a homecoming, so to speak, here at Firestar Pro Wrestling, an original of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Training Academy here in Greensboro. He has gone on and has wrestled basically a who's who in professional wrestling, a who's where of professional wrestling. And if he looks familiar, you have probably seen him on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday nights for All Elite Wrestling, one half of the Varsity Blondes. That's Griff Garrison.
Absolutely. One half of the Varsity Blondes along with Brian Pillman Jr. Little factoid, did you know that Griff wears the number 18 while Brian wears the number 81?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
They do that on purpose. Brian as a tribute to his father. I'm sorry, 14 and 41. Brian as a tribute to his father. Griff as a tribute to himself.
Oh. See, I was all excited.
No, he's very fond of himself, that Griff Garrison.
I mean, look at those luscious locks. He was voted the #1 booty in AEW.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter. It was funny. I retweeted it. Go check it out. Leave Josh Garrett.
And we're plugging Twitter's at the Tommy Thomas.
See, you got to do it organically. You got to do it organically. Look at that. Jason Raditz going ahead and sliding out, saying, hey, you two fight it out. I'll be like the Vulture, and I'll pick up the scraps.
I mean, it doesn't get more organic than that. Jason Ratz is kind of a jerk. So,
hey, look, if you were
get out of the ring,
if you were built like a tank, I'd be a jerk too.
Well, right now, this is a matchup that a lot of people definitely would pay to see all across the globe. Caprice Coleman locking up with Griff Garrison, the Ageless One taking on the Varsity Blonde. And right now, Caprice showing off that wrestling ability, going for the low waist wrap. But Griff showing, hey, old top, I've got a little bit of wrestling background too.
Yeah, it was a little bit of some varsity amateur wrestling action there.
You just hear that the fans are so enthralled. Like the fans were electric 5 seconds ago, and now it has become stunned silence just because everyone's just on the edge of their seat right now.
I remember the first time I saw somebody wrestling on television in person. It's a game changer. It sure is.
And of course, these fans here have seen both these men wrestle countless times, but it's different nowadays. They saw them wrestle before they were the television superstars that they are. Of course, Griff with All Elite Wrestling and Caprice with Ring of Honor. So these fans, this is I guess a homecoming of sorts for everyone.
Of sorts, that's for sure. But you know, we talked about it before we came back on the air, Tommy. A lot of children here in attendance, boys and girls, right? Getting there, so they never know if you're performing in front of somebody that it may be their first look at professional wrestling.
Absolutely. And right now, getting a good first look at Jason Ratz. Some of these fans at home are the ruthless one. Just coming in, clearing house. Oh, beautiful Irish whip. Caprice floated over and goes right back to that headlock.
Get it again.
Caprice, just that classic wrestling style, working catch as catch can be with Caprice Coleman.
Oh, wasn't quite enough to knock the big man off of his feet, but the rebound sure as heck took the Ageless One down.
Right now, Raditz hitting the ropes. Beautiful arm drag, followed up by another one from the Ageless One. He locks it in so good and makes it just look so crisp.
Smooth.
And just like that, drop kick was cooler than the other side of the pillow. Caprice Coleman stares him down, lateral press, but a one, and an aggressive one at that.
Yeah, the look on Caprice Coleman's face tells the story right there. He's like, what do I got to do to put this big man down? All of that only got me a one?
Jason Ratt's former power lifter, so strong as strong can be. Showing off the strength with that blocking ability and then just hoisting up Caprice and dropping him for a beautiful suplex. Good lateral cover, but broken up at one by Griff.
Yeah, triple threat rules, one fall to a finish, right? So Griff coming in, saving the matchup, letting them go a little bit longer.
Right now, these fans here in Greensboro all on the edge of their seat in this 120-degree building right now. Even though the sun's gone down, the heat is still hot tonight, Coach.
Man, I like it. And it is hot in here, and I notice every time you say it, the temperature goes up a little bit more, and that is not being facetious. It is hot in here, not just because of the crowd. Loving what they are seeing here at Firestar.
Right now, both of these men somehow, oh, just the strength. Look at the strength of Rats. But look at the big boot of Griff Garrison. I think that might be your Lugs boot of the night, Coach.
Oh, I got that reference. I'm old enough.
And of course, don't forget, fans, we still have more action coming up, including KZT taking on the mother of wrestling, Sadie Lee Moss. Of course, we've got the Battle Blitz and the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship in the main event. TDT taking on Marcus Kross.
Yeah.
Back to the action in ring. Caprice lighting up Ruthless Radic's chest.
It's funny, all three of these men are usually the stronger when they're wrestling locally, right? Because, you know, everybody's chasing their dream. Not everybody spent as much time in the gym as some of these guys who have a few more years on their belt. So they usually have the strength advantage. So you got to think it's knocking Griff and Caprice off their game to come in here with Jason Raditz, who is just a powerhouse. I mean, I'm sure I could probably find a word if you give me enough time, but just to describe the strength of that young man.
He's what they call a big old hog molly.
That's a southern thing.
And just, it takes two men to take him down. That should show you the strength of the Ruthless One. And a big double drop kick again, shades of Ricky and Robert. It looks like we might have a new tag team here.
Yeah, a little bit trying to get on the same page here, realizing that they have a common enemy. Maybe if we can get Raditz out of here, we'll take it one-on-one, which is a pretty good game plan in a triple threat match.
Both of them trying to hoist them up.
You don't have to be a tactician and pro. My gosh.
And just that look, the strength of Rat, just the strength of the Ruthless One. I'm shook right now, as the kids say. I'm stammering right now because I'm just so shocked at the strength. It's not like Griff and Caprice are tiny men.
Yeah, for sure. Both of them easily above 6 foot. You know, it's not, you don't have to be a tactical genius to understand the advantage of getting it down to a one-on-one match. Instead of having to worry about two, you worry about one. But Jason Raditz, I think in himself, is two men. And I think Griff and Caprice are finding that out firsthand.
Oh, beautiful Irish whip from the Ruthless One. And right now, I think he's firmly in control. Sound strategy, getting rid of one opponent, as you said, now focusing on the other. Griff seems to be in a bad place. I think he's fighting out of desperation right now.
Never a man to beat down. Griff with those stiff shots to the ribs, to the midsection there, and just one from Raditz puts the Garrison down.
And back in comes Caprice Coleman, once again the Ageless Wonder. They call him the Ageless Wonder because he is 5,000 years old and still looks like he's in his early 20s. But if he keeps taking shots like that, that face might look a little bit worse.
Yeah, the beatings you'll take in a pro wrestling ring will age you quickly, that's for sure.
That's why me and you look like we do.
Yeah, I know, I'm 29 too.
And right now, the Ruthless One in firm control of this match, grabbing up Gift by that beautiful hair, absolutely illustrious hair. But right now, Griff fighting out of it. The Ruthless One just showing off that strength with those punches. I don't think Griff wants to go toe-to-toe, blow for blow with this one.
And it looks like that's what we're doing, though, but Griff looks to be getting the upper hand here. Oh! Spoke too soon.
Hey, right now, the Ruthless One knows that this is a huge opportunity for him. He's taking on not one, but 2 television stars. If he can beat and pin the shoulders of either one of them, this could skyrocket his career to a whole nother stratosphere right now. He goes from wrestling in Greensboro, North Carolina to wrestling in different towns every single week.
Yeah, it's like they say in prison, go punch the biggest guy in the yard. You get respect that way, and it's kind of the same way here. If he's able to eke out a win, you put some respect on his name.
Oh, but a roll up from Griff. Kicks out at 2, ducks the line. Beautiful backbreaker delivered from the Ruthless One.
Oh.
Hooks the leg, 1, 2, 2 count only.
You know, and a backbreaker is a fitting name for that move. I mean, it will make you humble.
Got him! All right, now speaking of humble, Caprice flying over the top. Almost got humble with that knee, but gets him with a roll-up, 1, 2. Only a 2, but the Ageless One, that's why they call him the Ageless One, already back up to his feet, hitting beautiful maneuvers like that.
He could possibly chain 1 or 2 more of those together. Might be able to get those 3 heartbeats we've been talking about all night.
Right now, Caprice ducks the double lines. And beautiful, hits him with a reverse X-Factor, 2. 2 count only, and Caprice looks shocked. He looks genuinely shocked that that wasn't the end of the match.
Yeah, that's gotten more counts on a pinfall in the past than he got on Raditz right there, that's for sure.
Right now, Caprice trying to hoist up the Ruthless One. But once again, the strength advantage goes to Raditz. But Griff Garrison helping out. Teamwork makes the dream work. They're going back to the well and finally hitting that suplex.
Like we said earlier, Raditz is about the equivalent of 2 guys, so it takes 2 guys to take him down. And rolling to the outside, this could be the opportunity for the Ageless One of the Varsity Blonde here.
Right now, both these men making their way back up to their feet. Whoever gets up first will have the advantage. As I said, Griff gets the advantage. Beautiful face-busting slam. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count as Caprice just aggressively gets that shoulder off the canvas. I think the young man known as Caprice Cole.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go a little farther into the varsity playbook to put away Caprice Coleman.
Yeah, Caprice has been around a little bit longer and knows how to accept that one. But right now, Griff standing Caprice back up to his feet. Irish Rip reversed by Coleman. Goes in, but eats the back elbow from Garrison. But Caprice used that athleticism, didn't get all of it, but got just enough to get Griff off that top rope and over.
Yeah, went for his from the heavens top rope Hurricane Rana type move. Wasn't able to get it, but it was enough to not grab. Wait a minute, Father Time. He calls it Father Time. Nobody escapes, but it doesn't look like he's got it all the way in. Griff able to throw him off.
See, young people can escape Father Time. They've got a little bit left to escape it. But right now, Griff showing off that strength, hoisting Caprice up, and beautiful German, release German suplex, fall away slam combination from Raditz.
That was 2 grown men he just threw like rag dolls.
And now Raditz is saying it's over. He's about to kick it into ruthless aggression mode. And he's picked his target. He's going after Griff.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right now, Griff standing up. I don't think he knows where he's at. Raditz hoists him up on his shoulders. Griff fights out of it. Caprice had it scouted, though. And a big spear from the Ruthless
Put
One.
his belly button into his spine with that one.
But then he ate that forearm shot. Griff with the cover. And a 3 count.
Wow, what a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Griff Garrison.
After some fast-paced action, Griff Garrison walks away victorious tonight, beating Caprice Coleman and Jason Raditz. this young man, I hope he comes back home again sometime soon, Coach.
Yeah, you like it when your alma mater wins their homecoming game, and Griff Garrison did exactly that. Put up the dub here at WrestleRevival, and oh, wait a minute.
Oh, come on. Come on, what is this?
Sore loser. Look it up in the dictionary, and you'll see a picture of Jason Raditz.
Right now, this is just uncalled for. Raditz doesn't need to do this. He lost the match. Just go home. Collect your loser.
Oh, wait a minute.
And here comes LeBron Kozone in to help out his former student, Griff Garrison. Oh, and look at this, working together, teacher and student,
I mean,
side by side.
That was almost like the Statue of Liberty play there. Big time combo from Garrison and Kozone.
Right now, this Kozone just clearing the trash out of the ring. It looks like we're gonna have a great moment here. Come on, Caprice. Shake their hands, Caprice. This was a great match.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think Kozone's done.
They didn't say they wanted a handshake. Caprice said he wants to do something more.
Coleman going up top. Oh, wait a minute. Sky Splitter. Yeah!
Sky Splitter. 1, 2, 3.
Griff tried to play along. Man, they get a little bit of comeuppance on Jason Raditz there, but there we go. What a trinity right there.
AKA hashtag wholesome content.
Let's give it up for Griff Garrison, Caprice Coleman, and LeBron Kozone.
I mean, that's like a 3-generation thing right there, ladies and gentlemen. Caprice was Kozone's mentor. Kozone was Garrison's mentor. What a moment here at WrestleRevival in Greensboro, North Carolina.
And we'll be back very shortly with more Firestar Wrestling action.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is brought to you by Jewels of Wrestling. It's scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Yes, as you heard that right, this match is sponsored by Jewels of Wrestling, the all-women's wrestling promotion here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And these are two of the Jewels themselves, but coming out first is a woman who is probably one of the most brutally destructive people in professional wrestling. She scares the crap out of me. She is KZ.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, making her way to the ring, this is KZT.
KZT, who comes from a legit mixed martial art BJJ background. Black belt, I saw it back there earlier. She is a bad chick with a capital B.
Hang on. Did she bring out a rolling pin to the ring?
Hey, look, there's subliminal stuff going on there. Oh, yeah.
And, of course, her opponent tonight is the mother of wrestling. These two have been going back and forth on social media, talking smack about each other. You saw the video earlier.
Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, she's straight from the kitchen. She's the mama of wrestling, Sadie Lee Moss.
You know, and this tells you so much about her character that she's willing to bake cookies for the Firestar faithful here in Greensboro and hand out during her wrestling. Some people say she's trying to get votes, right? Like the politicians, but no, that's just who Sadie Lee is.
Yeah, she is probably one of the most good and wholesome people in all of professional wrestling, not just currently, but in all of professional wrestling history. A real locker room leader, especially in the Jewels of Wrestling. And right now throwing out cookies to the fans. here in Greensboro, North Carolina, as you said before, in the shadow of the Greensboro Coliseum. And these fans here in Greensboro absolutely love Sadie Lee, and she loves them right back.
Sadie Lee Moss, a staple at Firestar Pro Wrestling, former Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Champion. KZT, a former WoW Superheroes student and contestant out in California, has relocated here to the Carolinas, and she has been on a rampage, no pun intended, but like I said, she's getting limber. She brought a rolling pin. She is not here to play.
Both of these two young blue chippers, probably two of the best young female talents in professional wrestling, not just the Southeast, but in all of the globe today. This should be a doozy, but it looks like Sadie is trying to entice her opponent into taking a cookie. KZT doesn't look like she's ever eaten a cookie.
You realize how many calories are in that, Tommy?
KZT, oh my goodness. And this match has started very brutally. KZT just going right for it. And Sadie hasn't even had the chance to drop her plate.
Drop her plate or to get totally in her ring gear here. And she's, wait a minute. There's some of that MMA type background from KZT, taking Sadie Lee down.
I mean, KZT is definitely as tough as they come. Once again, as you said, as we both stated, she has that background in MMA, that background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that background in Judo. She is trained in Muay Thai kickboxing. She is literally a Jill of all trades, if you will, when it comes to combat sports. You'll be hard-pressed to find anybody with the background that KZT has, not just in the women's side, but on the men's side as well.
Exactly. I know some men that are scared to get in the ring with her, and
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just because fluff, right? No, she's definitely intimidating. I tried to get a few words from her earlier, and she just gave me a glare, and I was like, good talk.
You got a glare?
Yeah.
I got like the eat crap and die. Like, that's what she gave me. It wasn't a glare. I was terrified. I thought the volcano fumes from Mount Vesuvius were going to erupt because the hatred and rage that she had in her eyes right now, and she's using a lot of that hatred and rage to take out some frustration on Sadie Lee Moss.
Look, you don't have to be a citizen of Pompeii to understand that reference. KZT is a wild one. She is wildly unpredictable, and she will have you in a hold, having you tap out before you even realize you're on the mat.
And right now, Sadie finally gets a little bit of a breather, a little bit of an upper hand with an atomic drop. Dropping KZT on that tailbone, but KZT fires back with the kitchen sink.
Oh, that attitude pouring off of her.
Very much. She's got kind of a bad attitude. She's very mean. She's got a bad attitude, but she's also someone that can back it up as she has so far in this match.
Yeah.
And right now, just working or just going at that arm, attacking that one body part, and just rubbing Sadie Lee Moss's face against the ropes. That's not what she learned in Muay Thai or MMA. She just learned that in wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. To be able to take some of the things that she learned on the martial arts mat and being able to adjust it to the pro wrestling game is a testament to her will and fortitude to train and get better. She's got that kind of that samurai attitude where it's like whatever she's got to do, she's going to hurt herself in order to take her opponent down.
Absolutely, win at all cost mentality, but Sadie's starting to show that she's got that same mentality and that she can throw kicks as well, but she gets caught and taken down by KZT. And KZT just so smart, holding onto the leg and throwing those stiff, solid kicks to the leg. Now trying to stand Sadie Lee Moss back up to slam her right back down to the mat.
That's like pouring salt on a wound right there.
KZT using those educated feet. We normally don't see Sadie Lee Moss in this type of predicament. Normally Sadie Lee Moss, one of the more, I don't want to say dominant, but one of the more smart wrestlers here at Jewels of Wrestling, where she knows how to outsmart her opponents. She normally can win them over with kindness, and if she can't win them over with that, she normally uses a right fist.
That's for sure. Sadie Lee has been known to lay a little whooping. Give you a little spanking if you don't follow the rules, and I don't think she's even got a chance to do it so far in this match.
Absolutely not. KZT has just been a dominant force here in the Jewels of Wrestling and in this match here against Sadie Lee Moss. But right there, that little bit of gab with the referee might have been just the space that Sadie needed, but right back like a rabid badger. Just KZT is just all over Sadie Lee Moss like a spider monkey or something.
Honey Badger don't care. And a quiet has fallen across the crowd here as they're not familiar to Sadie Lee Moss being in these type of positions.
I mean, Sadie is beloved, not just in Greensboro, but all across professional wrestling. She is known as the mother of wrestling, as one of the great locker room leaders in women's wrestling. And right now, I think the fans know all these things, and they hate to see, no one wants to see their mama get their butt beat.
That's true. I mean, you hurt my mama, I'm coming out swinging. Oh.
And there we go. Sadie Lee kicking out at 2, showing she's still got some fight left. And KZT seems a little bit frustrated. I don't think KZT is used to opponents hanging on for this long.
No, not, she's usually, in the MMA format, you've got rounds and times, and, you don't get paid by the hour,
Yes, KZT is one of those ones that likes to get the match over with quickly. And this would normally be the end of round 1 in an MMA contest. So right now we're going to see if KZT does have the legs to go through without a break.
Yeah, cardio is definitely going to start to come into factor here.
And right now, Sadie finally getting some kind of offense in on this match. Springboards through the ropes, goes for a kick, didn't get much of it, but enough to get KZT down, and a beautiful double knee face buster from Sadie Lee Moss. KZT has to get out of the ring because she doesn't look like she's ever been in this position before.
Yeah, she's definitely reeling, which is unfamiliar territory for this young lady.
And right now, look, going for kind of a desperation move, trying to grab the legs. Once again, she's catch as catch can be, pulling Sadie Lee out of the ring. Once again, I don't think we've seen either one of these women in these types of positions where Sadie getting dominated like this and KZT having to fight for this long.
Sadie's got some fight left, Tommy. Big right hand from the mama.
And right now, the referee is at a 5 count.
6.
And and it looks like one of them's got to get back into the ring. Sadie gets back in to break up the count, and KZT drags her right back out.
Come on, back in the ring. Come on, 1.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think she learned that one in MMA.
No.
3.
Oh, and these two women just brawling. Once again, Sadie showing that she's got all the heart in the world, and Irish whips KZT into that turnbuckle pad. And wait a minute, come on.
We got to call it at that point.
You could tell that was desperation from KZT.
Yeah.
She could tell that Sadie Lee had the upper hand, that Sadie Lee had the advantage. This match is over, and look at this, just disrespectful.
Are those eggs?
Those are eggs. She grabbed eggs, and looks like she just egged Sadie Lee Moss after attacking her after this match was over. And what is that? What's that? Is that flour?
Yeah, that's flour. She's trying to make a Sadie Lee cookie here.
Your winner as a result of this qualification, Sadie.
Yeah, this is basically the baking equivalent of being tarred and feathered right now. KZT just being ruthlessly disrespectful.
Yeah, I think the personal nature of this matchup kind of got to KZT here. I don't think winning was ever on her mind. I think it's just solely embarrassing Sadie Lee Moss.
Well, right now, I think Sadie Lee Moss is more than embarrassed. She's disrespected. This is getting out of hand. Come on, ref.
can stop me. I'm KZT. I'm the real I'm the real problem.
Choice words, man.
My goodness, I've never seen anything of this nature. KZT is just she's something altogether different, fans.
A couple of fans trying to get in her face there. Security had to intervene. Nobody said wrestling fans were smart.
Yeah, you don't mess with somebody's mama. And Sadie Lee Moss is the mother of wrestling, and you don't mess with her.
Sadie unable to get her balance on all that yoke.
Yeah, just this is sad to see. Real sad to see. Yeah. We'll be back in just one moment with more Firestar Pro Wrestling right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is the first ever Firestar Battle Blitz. We will have 3 waves of 10 wrestlers, and what will happen is whoever is the last person standing in this over-the-top rope Battle Royal style match will get a title shot of their choosing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing wave number 1. First of all, this is Baby Lotion Brown. This is Morgan Dash. Zion Hart. Fit Majors. Casey K. Silas Ray. The sensational Dre White. Christian Kross.
There's a lot to pick here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get you.
We have 30 participants.
Tyler Brewis. TGA Alexander Moll.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the rules of this are a little different than your normal Battle Royal. We're going to start with these individuals in the match. The match will start, and then once all men have been eliminated over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor, once that happens, they are eliminated till we get down to the final participant. Once that happens, the next group of competitors will come out. They will start another Battle Royal till we get down to the final 2 participants. Then the third group will come out until we get down to the final 1, and they will win a title shot of their choosing at Firestar Pro Wrestling. This is going to be hot and heavy. We're going to try our best to keep it in front of you guys. So if I flub a name, blame it on Tommy Thomas.
What did I do?
You're sitting beside me. You were the closest one.
Well, right now, there is a massive humanity in the ring. I'd hate to be in the first batch of people.
Yeah, so when you start a Rumble match and you're number 1, that's bad. When you start a Battle Royal, you're number 1, no big deal. But this is a little different. Anybody that is in that ring currently, they have to outlast everybody else in the ring. Then they get to do it 2 more times.
Absolutely.
So if you drew the third of this match, you definitely have a lot easier than anybody currently in the ring right now.
And currently, right now, Baby Lotion Brown going around baby lotioning up people to help them slide out the ring more. And he meets up with White Mike right there in the center. And White Mike, the old dog, just showed Baby Lotion Brown a new trick.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Firestar regulars. We've got some newcomers trying to earn their spot. We've got some guys that, oh, wait a minute, I hadn't seen this in a while. Yam opener from White Mike.
And White Mike right now the most veteran person in this ring. Trying to just, he's, as I said before, he's an old dog. He's just trying to get his legs back.
Yeah, old frog looking for a log.
And right now, just so much going on in the middle of that ring. White Mike almost getting eliminated. Also, Baby Lotion Brown almost getting eliminated. But now he's getting beat up in the, went over the top rope, hanging on with one hand, and goodbye, Baby Lotion Brown. And there went another, somebody else went out.
Kross,
Christian Kross looks like he got eliminated. Another elimination, it looks like.
Yeah, a lot of these competitors competed earlier at the WrestleRevival Fan Fest earlier this afternoon. So you got to wonder if maybe fatigue's playing a factor. The unfamiliarity with this match style.
The building being 127 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. It only went up 7 degrees that time.
And right now, beautiful cartwheel delivered, but will it lead to an elimination? We're standing here steady at 9 men in the ring. And just so much action happening right now.
Let's see, we've still got TGA, Thailand, Case and Kane, Dre White.
They
White
told
Mike.
you who was coming out too? You know who's coming out? I
just
no
listened
idea.
to the doc. No, I kid. I know some of these guys. I've trained with some of these guys. I've called matches of theirs before, so some familiarity, but it is controlled chaos out here at the Greensboro Sportsplex right now.
And right now, it looks like we almost have another elimination. Right now is White Mike being tied up in those ropes. This is just such an intense battle.
Yeah, so much going on right now, and and like I said, the longer this match goes on, it doesn't do you any favors because after this, you still got to do it 2 more times. Oh,
and another elimination.
Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Oh, wait a minute, Case and Kane's gone.
Oh man, and it looks like all these. One more elimination happened. So much is happening in this match, and a big, sick kick delivered from the Outlaw. But gets met there by Christian Kross, who I thought was eliminated earlier.
I did too.
Apparently he's not.
Him and Tyler Bruins were under the rope. So once again, the way you're eliminated, over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. We've got officials spread around the ring.
Right now, we haven't had that many eliminations yet, but we got one more with Dre White being eliminated.
Sensational Dre White. Oh, there's Fit Majors also right here in front of us. Oh, there goes Christian Kross.
And he's saying he's got 2 eliminations as the Outlaw. And right now, this man just came in like someone set his house on fire. It looks like we only have 4 people remaining in the first segment.
Oh, Tyler Bruins on Dream Street. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it looks like we now have 4 people remaining in the first segment. And TG8 somehow snuck back in there and almost made an elimination. And right now, White Mike, being the seasoned veteran that he is, taking his time, trying to slowly and methodically beat his opponents to get them eliminated from the match. And hitting those hip gyrations that the ladies love. And hitting the floor like he doesn't.
We talked about it earlier, all the glitz and glam of professional wrestling sometimes distracts some people, and sometimes they get in their own way. And it looks like we're down to our final 3 in this first round of the Battle Blitz.
And right now, both these guys have each other's legs. Oh, beautiful shot from Thailand. Thailand hits the ropes and just gets met in the center of the ring with a beautiful lariat.
TGA hanging out in the turnbuckle. That's the way you want to be. Just simply, can he hang on? Oh, he's hanging on, and wait a minute, too.
Thailand somehow hung on, though, did not get eliminated, and I don't think TGA has noticed. Oh, now he did. Good night, Thailand. Oh, okay, or not.
He's hanging on.
There we go, and that's that outlaw way.
Yeah, there it is. There's your siren. Here comes our next group of competitors. TGA survives round 1, but he's still got 2 more to go. And that's the Blitz idea of the Battle Blitz.
That was chaos.
Siren sounds. They got 15 seconds to get in the ring. And
do I hear a Bojack chant already? He's been out there for 5 seconds.
Big Bojack had a heck of a showing here at the Fan Fest earlier. Fans remember, man.
All right, we've got 1 elimination. And just someone, is that a freaking green Power Ranger?
It is. It's the Wrestle Ranger, man.
Right now, just so much chaos happening in the ring. We've already had 1 elimination. We now just had a second one.
Oh, wait a minute. Almost had another elimination.
Oh, yeah, we had 1 more elimination just happen.
So Bearcat Topaz is out of here.
And look at Bojack just hosting people up and throwing them over the top rope.
Chris Vio eliminated Jesse Alexander and David Parrish, cool on sight. Bojack just tossing guys.
Bojack is a straight up monster. And right now, Don Petty holding firm in the center of the ring. Looks like Chris Vallow going after him. If he wants to come for the crown, it's not a good move, Vallow.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, but that's not how you win. You got to get him out of here, Petty.
You saw Don Petty almost go for the cover. Goodbye, Chris Vallow. Just like your hair, you have been eliminated from this match. He used to have gorgeous blonde hair, and then he cut it all, or he lost it all. Lost it all in a match. Unfortunate for him. Just like it was almost unfortunate for this next elimination that Don Petty just hit.
Look at these 2 horses.
And right now, throwing those very educated kicks, and Don Petty just hits, basically just obliterated that man.
He's right back on his feet.
Oh my
goodness.
That. Jeez Louise.
That's pure strength right there. Oh my gosh.
He just said goodbye. Goodbye.
Looks like final 4 here. If I'm TGA, I'm hanging out in the bottom. I'm hanging out over there.
I mean, TGA is the one man that is remaining from the first segment.
Bojack is definitely going to be one of those guys that's going to be difficult to eliminate.
Don Petty, another guy that's going to be difficult to eliminate. All 3 of these men might have to work together to get rid of DP.
Low man wins.
And somehow TGA got him over the top rope, but Don Petty hung on.
He's still working on it. Trying to see if we might be able to get an elimination out of this. Oh, wait a minute. Now TGA's gone over the top rope.
Yeah, Don Petty just pulled him over like he was a child.
Both men can be eliminated here.
And there went the great Alexander Moss. But here we go. WrestleRager and Bojack team up and get rid of Don Petty, and the Blitz has begun again.
And here comes the 3rd
Blitz.
Blitz. Oh my God!
Bojack just eliminated the WrestleRager and took out the whole field. Talk about a monster. The Dreadlock Demolition Machine just... Oh my! The Dreadlock Demolition Machine just met his match. That is one half of Bad and Bougie. That is Caitlin Marie, the baddest bleep in the game. And she just smacked the taste out of Bojack's mouth.
Oh my God.
Right now she went for it. Beautiful German suplex from the Dreadlock Demolition Machine.
Put her right on the back of her noggin. Meanwhile, the rest of the field has gained their wits.
Yeah, I think they just realized who their biggest threat is. And right now, all of them teaming up to just crumble Bojack, and Bojack fights out of it! Goodness gracious, are you kidding me?
I haven't seen action like that since Fallah Bah farted at WrestleCade.
Bojack, the Dreadlock Demolition Machine, just became the odds-on favorite here tonight.
Oh my goodness. I mean, hey, if you're gonna win it, that's how I do it. But regardless of what we've got before, this is what we've got now. The final competitor standing will win this thing and get an opportunity at whatever
championship that they want.
Yeah, whatever
any
championship. Yeah,
if they want to be the tag team champs, they get an opportunity at those. If they want to be the Southeastern champion, they can get that. Or if they want to be the Firestar World Heavyweight Champion, they can compete for that whenever they want. It's their contract. It's their opportunity. All they have to do is survive this match tonight.
That's a lot easier said than done, though, Tommy.
Especially with Bojack in the ring.
And we got to remember, Caitlin Marie is still involved in this as well. I don't want to be the guy that gets a lawsuit trying to eliminate her, because you're going to have to put your hands places that, I'm just saying.
Whoa, coach. Family show.
Got some action right here in front of us. Oh, there's one more.
And another one bites the dust. And another one down. Another one bites the dust. Wait a minute, I think I know that guy. Isn't that my former commentary partner?
If you're referring to David Estacado, yes, sir. That is that young man.
How the mighty have risen.
Hey,
he was sitting right there in your chair, and now he's in the middle of the ring, possibly winning a chance to win the Firestar Championship. And that is another new competitor here at Firestar that just made another elimination. I'm not very well versed with them, Coach. Can you tell us a little bit more?
I do know that they are definitely one of the more fluid competitors at Firestar Pro Wrestling Academy. Everybody has a kind word, but kind words don't get you anything. And hanging on for dear life.
They almost get you eliminated, but somehow, some way, did not get eliminated from the match.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a little bit of a something going on here to the left of your screen. Several different competitors trying to get some eliminations. Snooty Fox is another one of those, but there he goes trying to rack up take your eyes off the prize. He's not eliminated, Snooty.
And Snooty Fox has been working through some injuries, but it didn't show after hitting that big spear on David.
And we are getting down the wire. I'm looking at the field that's left, and I got to think Bojack is the heavy favorite, no pun intended, to win this thing.
Yeah, right now. But it looks like Professor just woke up a sleeping giant, and Snooty Fox, the Professor and his student, just decided to double team one of the most vicious people in the game. I'm talking about Snooty Fox.
Yeah, Snooty Fox, another one of those that competed at our Fan Fest earlier today, and hangs on. Puts himself back in.
Somehow survived. I think the Professor just realized it. And down. Right now, Snooty with a combination of blows and punches knocks both the Professor and his student out.
Interesting enough, the Professor, Dr. Jordan Tyler, was Snooty's opponent earlier, and Jackpot De Niro accompanied to the ring, so it's a little bit of revenge there, don't you think?
Absolutely. Jackpot De Niro, of course, the Professor's student, follows around the Professor everywhere he goes, absorbing his knowledge. And right now, Snooty Fox just absorbed the Professor, and looks like he just threw him him into another human being.
Oh my God.
With utter disregard for either one of their well-beings.
Yeah, I mean, that was literally, it was like, I don't care if you live or die. Catch. De Niro with a shot on Snooty. There we go. Snooty is down and out. De Niro and Tyler not short on the jaw jacking there. It took two of them, but we're still moving forward here with this Firestar Battle Blitz.
And right now, all of these people are exhausted, but Bojack is just standing there stoic, saying, come at me, bro, if you want to, but you just saw what I did to the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 135 degrees in here. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. Hey, I got to keep Tommy Thomas alive over here. Supplying him with cold water and popcorn isn't enough, and Bojack is taking it to these two that were able to eliminate Snooty Fox.
And Bojack just beat the tarnation out of the professor's chest, but De Niro right after there making sure that the doctor is taken care of.
And if you look right there, De Niro putting the smart boots to Bojack. And on that far end, we've got Oliver Sawyer and Azrael Kayam, who were in our Fan Fest main event. They beat the snot out of each other.
Oh, and it looks like right now the professor and De Niro are double teaming Bojack and have the monster down to his knee.
That's a lot more than some of these other individuals have been able to do.
Almost the entire field coach. And right now over in the corner, you see Garnett and Caitlin Marie duking it out, slugging it out. As right now the professor and Bojack's got his sights on people and just makes a double elimination.
And knocking out Kayam and Sawyer at the same time.
The Dreadlock Demolition Machine is on the warpath right now.
Oh, beamed him right off the pole that we have set up for our Tag Team Championship DLC match earlier.
And Bojack with another elimination. I believe that makes 6 on the match total.
And we're down to our final, what is that, 5? I still say Bojack's the odds-on favorite right now. Oh, wait a minute, Caitlin hanging Garnett out to dry.
And the big splash gets the elimination.
Uh-oh. Now, how's this going to play out? De Niro likes the ladies. No, don't touch it, please. You don't know where that's been. Oh,
there we go, Caitlin.
Girl power.
Spike DDT. And right now, Professor grabs her up by the hair, but she fights out of it. Hoist them up on their shoulders. With those shoulders, she can carry the world as she carries Professor over the top.
Oh, shoulder straight to the midsection. Oh, no. Even if this were a male competitor, no.
Oh, that was disrespectful. Disrespectful. And that's what you get for the disrespect. The Dreadlock Demolition Machine. The Professor Jordan Tyler. We are down to our final 2 combatants who will walk away with the contract to take on whoever they want to at Firestar Pro Wrestling.
You got to think Tyler's trying to figure out the odds on this. They are not ever in his favor. Oh! And this is Bojack's to win at this point, ladies and gentlemen. He is in the driver's seat of the Firestar Battle Blitz.
He's been the most dominant person in this match so far with 7 eliminations. Let's see if he can make it number 8, but there's a double team effort from De Niro and the Professor.
Referee Jay trying to let De Niro know he's got to make it to the back. He's been eliminated, but he says, hey, I got my mans here. And there goes Tyler, and that's
there
it.
He goes. Bojack wins. Bojack wins. Bojack wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Firestar Battle Blitz,
1,
And with this victory, Bojack receives a contract that he can cash in at any time for any championship in Firestar Pro Wrestling. I think every champion just found their next competition.
I mean, this is better. I mean, having that in your back pocket, just think of the havoc that this young man could wreak across Firestar Pro Wrestling. Bojack, #1 contender to whatever he wants.
From where I was to who I've become, a man of grace, I sealed your fate. 1,000 miles this man will walk. This is the path that Marcus crossed. Here I am. I will be a liar to sit here and say that you didn't go get it. I will be a liar to sit here and say that you have not accomplished things that I have not yet done to this day. You chased your dreams, right? But in reality, you was running from the living nightmare they call TDT. You see, people been jaw-jacking on the internet for the last couple weeks. Now I feel disrespected. When I feel like I'm backed into a corner, I'm the meanest pit bull that you'll ever find.
I think you're getting a big head. And I think you're doing things that the Tevin I know wouldn't typically do. You seem to forget that before you ran the house now, it's Griff Garrison and I who built the damn house. He's gonna be there to make sure that B Nasty doesn't pull any stinking tricks.
To think this man is about to step on my toes in my domain and take this title from me. I actually said this a couple days ago. I said that if Marcus Kross takes his title from me, I will leave Firestar forever. And if anybody actually believes that I'm leaving Firestar, y'all about as close to all these fans that's on the internet right now. I am about to beat every single bit of life out of him. And I promise you that.
You might outweigh me by more than 100 pounds, but look at my track record in Firestar Pro Wrestling. Prince Mutima, William Huckabee, James Drake, and at the last show alone, big old Don Petty, Jamal the Titan. I eliminated both of those men by myself for this opportunity. I slay big men. Tevin, you've already sealed your fate.
They call me the Guardian for a reason. I am the greatest, and I mean the greatest Firestar Heavyweight Champion. Now prove me wrong this Saturday at the Greensboro Sportsplex, Marcus.
Tevin, I respect you, man. We came up in this business together. You've accomplished a lot, I've accomplished a lot. But I'm leaving it all in that ring. Firestar's my home. I'm not gonna let you give it a bad name. Not by pulling any more dirty tricks. You might be at the best of your career. So am I. I'll see you Saturday, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event for WrestleRevival. And it's for the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Get your hands up.
Everybody in this building is a fan of Marcus Kross, especially when he's got his boy, his hombre, his right hand, his former partner and best friend, Griff Garrison by his side.
Yeah, Griff Garrison and Marcus Kross have traveled the roads up and down, left, right, and center. They've had matches in Ring of Honor. They've had matches at AEW. They've had matches at a lot of different places. They know each other very well. And I can't think of anybody Marcus would rather have in his corner than the machine, Griff Garrison. But he is the challenger here tonight for this championship match, Tommy.
Oh, yes. And the champion, you can feel it. You can feel the energy probably one of the most dominant champions in Firestar history, makes their way to the ring.
TDT, Tevin Dangerous Turner, won the title via the Path to Glory tournament, all thanks to that man, B Nasty, who had let's just say a little thing to do with it. If you know anything about Firestar history, B Nasty, a former Ben Grayson official at Firestar, was fired by the ownership and decided to try his hand at management. His first client, TDT, their first interaction, the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship.
I guess that's pretty good for a manager.
Yeah,
look, your first time managing, you win the world championship.
Yeah, you're batting 1,000, that's for sure. But everybody in this building, I'm sure, is aware it was done not on the up and up. It was not done morally sound. It was corrupt. It was dirty. And I got a feeling that B Nasty is going to get involved in this championship match, Tommy.
Well, I don't think he will if Griff Garrison stays at ringside and has anything to say about it.
I'm sure that is why Griff is here. Marcus knows. Marcus has been on the wrong side of the law before, but he's learned from his past mistakes. He's got his little Goku hair going on. He's ready for battle, dude, I'm telling you.
Let's take it to the ring for the official introduction of this main event championship contest for the Firestar Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, Doc, let's hear what you got, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, being accompanied by Griff Garrison. This is Marcus Kross.
You can definitely hear the fans here behind Marcus Kross. Oh, wait a minute. B Nasty's got a mic. That can't be good.
Ladies and I can't even finish that. There are no ladies and gentlemen here. What I hold in my hand is the contract that you signed for this match. It says right here that I am an authorized ringside attendant of TDT. And it says right here, you are not allowed to be at ringside. You are not authorized to look at me. So, Mr. Referee, Mr. Referee, get this guy out of here.
Hiding behind the letter of the law, Tommy.
I am a person that has found so many legal loopholes that it's absurd. But Ben Grayson, B Nasty, might have just taken this thing to a whole new level. But I guess you do anything you can to win or retain the championship.
I mean, B Nasty didn't do bad. I will say that. That was a pretty good introduction.
Yeah, but he kind of might have just screwed Marcus Kross.
Oh, that was fully intentional, Tommy. Come on. You and I both know that's what that was. Stacking the deck.
I mean, that's one of those little bylaws in those contracts. Normally, when you sign the contract, you're maybe about 3 weeks out. This contract was signed about 2 months ago. So even since then, no matter what changes have happened in Marcus Kross's life, that contract is still signed and very legally binding. So let's hope the young man can pull through without his hype man in his corner.
Oh, look at that. B Nasty wanting to hang on to the title, not handing it to the ring attendant. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Look at the ring gear for TDT.
Hey, he's a champion. He's got to have new gear.
Hey, look, Ben Grayson, it's Dick Grayson inspired. I get it. I mean, me of all people, I mean, I can appreciate a comic book pop.
All right now, fans, the anticipation is built for months. Here we go. As right now, TDT just showing you cannot go strength for strength with me. It's going to take more than just running at me, bro, before you take me off my feet.
Marcus Kross distinctly has the speed advantage and the striking advantage, I would say, even though TDT's got some power behind his strikes. Marcus Kross, known as the kick machine. That's where we got the master and machine of that tag team going on. But I think one paw from TDT getting laid on Marcus Kross, and this will be a different story.
Absolutely. And right now, Kross trying to just the same course of action, but I don't think that's going to work, Kross. TDT is a lot more vicious and a lot meaner than most people even realize, Kross included.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
But he's going right there, working that headlock, and just picks him up and just throws him around right now.
Marcus Kross slapping on that side headlock, but the size advantage is very noticeable right there.
But he hangs on, very, very shades of the British Bulldog, hanging on to that headlock.
Tenacious.
Not let it go.
Very much so.
But you gotta let it go when you're thrown like that. And once again, Kross goes back to that well that has not worked out for him so far. A lot of poison in that well, Kross. Maybe find a different drinking source.
Yeah, we've seen throughout the night and this afternoon today a couple of competitors go into the well one too many times, and it cost them dearly.
And right now, TDT saying, keep going. I can do this all night. It's not going to change any, because this is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over again and expecting the different result.
Yeah, and as far as TDT's concerned, there is a time limit to this match, but it is so long that it almost becomes a non-factor. But the longer this goes, I got to think that it favors TDT.
Absolutely. And like you said, there is kind of a champion's advantage in this matchup. After the champion just hit a big leg drop and gets a 2 count hold.
Yeah, not even the impact from the leg drop, but also just keeping it there. It takes more energy to kick out of it. And TDT grabbing a handful of that hair.
And just hoists Kross up, but Kross somehow fights out of it. Goes for another one of those shoulder tackles. And once again, still not working in any way, shape, or form. But that, my friend, did do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it took TDT down to a knee, but he's back up to his feet and puts Marcus Kross right back down on the canvas.
And Kross kicks out and gets his foot on the ropes, trying to definitely show the referee, I am still in this competition. We're early on, but right now Marcus Kross looks like he's in round number 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fans here in attendance in the Greensboro Sportsplex have been here, some of them since 2 o'clock this afternoon, and they are still wanting more. Some of these people have never left their seats. They are loving what they see, but you got to figure at some point the deck looks stacked against Marcus Kross.
And geez Louise, with moves like that, just grabbing him by the hair and tossing him around like that is just a borderline absurd and ruthlessly vicious from the Firestar Pro Wrestling champion, Tevin Dangerous Turner, TDT.
The champion don't get paid by the hour, so the quicker he can put Marcus Kross away, the better to his advantage to me. Maybe the longer the match goes, the better Marcus Kross chances are. I'm not sure, but Marcus Kross has got that never say die attitude, and it's going to take a lot to put that young man away.
Absolutely. Kross fighting with every bit of heart that he has right now with those stern kicks to the backs. And these fans here in Greensboro are 100% behind Kross. If Kross can pull it together and a few more big shots, might be able to walk out a new champion.
Yeah, Marcus Kross, a legitimate multi-time black belt in Taekwondo. He's actually a Taekwondo instructor down the road here in Forsyth County. And I don't care how many kicks you got. That'll take the wind out of you.
And the fans here hate their champion. And going for it again. Kross fights out with a beautiful Hurricanrana.
We talked about guys going to the well one too many times. TDT did the same thing. Marcus Kross took advantage. Let's see if he can put a couple things together here.
Mule kick followed up, hits the ropes, single leg drop, shotgun drop kick for Marcus Kross, and he is feeling it. The hairs are standing up, and he's heading up to the high red district. What does he have in store for the champion, TDT?
Oh, he's waiting. He's waiting.
TDT turns around and meets a huge cross body. The challenger came here tonight, and he's pulling out all the stops, and Ben Grayson looks shook.
At the height of his jump, Marcus Kross had to be at least 15 feet in the air. And look, those guys in the front row, those children, they got their money's worth. And you can get your money's worth as well at FSPWrestling.com. Come see us live. There's nothing like it. We appreciate you guys wherever you are viewing us, but nothing can – I'm trying. Tommy's trying here on commentary to give you guys the description of what's going on, but seeing it live, there's nothing like it. You get sweat on you from a shot like that.
Absolutely. The fans here in attendance certainly got their money's worth today. 16 huge matches on the day. Topped off by this year main event at Firestar's biggest show of the year, WrestleRevival. The champion TDT right now beating Griff Garrison all around the arena. We don't want this to end in a double count out. The referee really trying to get them back into the ring. And TDT breaking up the counts just so he can inflict more pain on young Griff.
You know, these officials here at Firestar, they treat it like March Madness, right? Let them play, let them play. They're a little more flexible with the rules so that we can give these fans what they want, and that's a decisive winner. And at some point, you got to think he's taking liberties being on the outside like that, Tommy.
Absolutely. And right now, TDT, once again, breaking up that 10 count. I think TDT's the type of man that doesn't want to win by a count out or disqualification. He wants to win by pinfall, not because he's such a nice guy, he just wants to win in the most upstanding way. He just likes to humiliate his opponents. But right now, he might be feeling some humiliation after eating that pole. But Griff Garrison needs to get in there and break up this count. He cannot retain via a count out. Or he cannot win it via a count out.
Right, the champion's advantage there, meaning that Marcus Kross has to beat TDT in the middle of the ring with either a pinfall or submission. He would win the match via count out, but he would not win the title.
Right now, what's Griff got in store? That innovative offense of Griff having one of the fans hold the chair for him. And a beautiful springboard drop kick off the chair goes Marcus Kross.
And if you were paying attention at the top of our broadcast, you did see the interviews, the videos that these two individuals did in response to each other's words. There's a little bit of some personal beef going on here as well, on top of the championship drama that we've already got. And so I think there's a lot of honor, there's a lot of pride involved in this. But you got to think with B Nasty roaming ringside, Marcus Kross has definitely got his attention split.
Right now, Kross up to the top row, gets him with a beautiful Hurricane from the top. Two.
Took him down like Oscar, man. I like that.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic move from Marcus Kross. Marcus Kross really not only wants this championship, it's what's been driving him for the past 2 months, ever since he won the Firestar Rumble. But right now, he might be driven to the medical facility after that one.
Our ring crew is going to have to check for broken boards after that impact.
Absolutely beautiful spine buster from the dangerous, from Tevin Dangerous Turner, and he looks just as shocked as all of us do that wasn't a 3 count.
TDT may have to call in the bat to finish Marcus the way he keeps kicking out.
Might have to call in the whole National Guard.
Or Titans or Justice League. Or
everyone in between, the guys from the Fast and Furious movies. I'm sure those people have superpowers.
Except for one. Ooh. I'm sure I'll get a letter for that one.
Yeah. The views of Coach Josh are solely the views of Coach Josh.
Yeah, we need to have that disclaimer going on down at the bottom. But look, I bring journalistic integrity to this position, Tommy. Oh, my God.
But you know what's not got any integrity right now?
How you feeling now, Marcus?
Marcus Kross's structure right now as he collapses to the mat and needs another hip check or two.
Look, I will say, I am surprised his hair has kept that structural integrity. I got to find out what he's got in that.
Everything.
Because it stays up the whole match.
You have a problem staying up, Coach?
The whole match. If the match goes more than 3 or 4 minutes, I'm donezo's. There you go for the cover. And this crowd here in Greensboro trying to get behind the master. Marcus definitely trying to get those vibes, get those claps, get those cheers, motivate, get a little bit more speed behind those kicks.
And using that hair as a weapon, now using his forearm as a weapon, and the champ looks stunned. Ben Grayson trying to get his client back to reality right now. As Marcus Kross using those kicks, those educated feet, as the kids say, to try to chop down this tree known as the Firestar World Heavyweight Champion, TDT.
And he got it all.
Uh-oh, but I think he just pissed off the giant. Oh, beautiful power bomb.
Whew, Marcus Kross went for a ride, that's for sure. It might not have been his last one. He was able to get his shoulder up before the count of 3. And we're still rolling here at the Sportsplex. WrestleRevival 8 continues on. It's been a long day. Some of these fans are tired, but they are not leaving yet. They want to see a new champion crown in Marcus Kross.
Right now, if TDT keeps up with things like this, with the stalling, suplex, oh my goodness, walking Marcus Kross across the ring and dropping him down like a bad habit.
Like a load of bricks.
Champion gets the cover, hooks the leg.
Shoo! That kid's got heart, Tommy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. Somehow, Marcus Kross has found a way to kick out at 2 after being marched across the ring and decimated by Tevin Dangerous Turner. I think the champ might have met his toughest opponent yet in his first challenge.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling this. Maybe, I don't want to say he thinks he's bit off more than he could chew, but he's definitely underestimated Marcus Kross.
And right now, TDT doing something we don't see, going to the high rent district, and that's why we don't see it. High risk, high reward. He accepted the risk and got absolutely nothing out of it.
TDT was able to take it to LeBron Kozone at the Path to Glory tournament, moonsaulting off the top rope through a table onto LeBron Kozone that led to his victory. And oh, wait a minute, what is that? Can we get the, are those Senzu beans? I don't know much about Dragon Ball, but I know Senzu beans sends Goku to that other place. It makes him Superman. And it's given a new breath of life to Marcus Kross here.
Oh, Marcus Kross ducks one, ducks another one. And it looks like he's going over level 9,000 right here tonight. He wants this Firestar Championship.
Oh my goodness, a ringside attendant, longtime friend of Marcus Kross, Miss Kim, and she was able to give him those Senzu beans, and it is sending him into a frenzy. TDT looks like he doesn't know what's hit him.
But he just got hit with a super kick.
And I bet he's got ASICS written across his cheek right about now.
Marcus Kross is feeling it. He's feeling himself, and these fans here at Greensboro.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! He just picked him up and slammed him. That was Hogan Andre, baby. 1, 2, and.
Oh my God! Tommy Thomas is in the floor right now, ladies and gentlemen. He slid right off the edge of his seat. He was so close. TDT able to kick out before the count of 3. Marcus Kross has got to be thinking, what have I got to do to put this monster away?
I thought for sure we were just going to crown a brand new Firestar champion with that big body slam from Marcus Kross, but I think the champion has just a little bit more in the tank. Let's see what Marcus Kross can pull out of his arsenal What more does Marcus Kross have to hit the champion with to make his championship dreams become a reality?
Oh, TDT's able to kick up, sends him. Wow, was able to meet him at the penthouse. And that's a position neither of those individuals probably wants to be in right about now.
Oh, definitely not. TDT went up to the top earlier and it did not work out for him. I think this time bringing his opponent up with him could make the second time the charm. Getting a couple more shots in, trying to get Kross over, but Kross has it blocked, holding on to the rope. Trying to fight out of it. He can push TDT off. I think this could be the game-changing momentum that Marcus Kross needs to walk away champion. But he slips off the second rope, but recovers with a beautiful kick to the sternum to TDT.
Marcus Kross has got him set, sets him up, sends him flying.
Right now, TDT is down after that head scissors. Kross climbing that back up to the penthouse, as you said. Beautiful elbow drop. Shades of the Macho Man hooks the leg. And only a 2 count. My goodness, Coach, I think that was the closest one of the night.
There is literally a kitchen sink in the back if he wants to use that. He has thrown everything that he could at TDT, and TDT keeps on coming like Jason Voorhees. This has turned into a nightmare of 13th proportions here at the Greensboro Sportsplex for Marcus Kross.
Right now, Kross trying to conserve energy while trying to basically choke the life out of his opponent, using that what looks like a chin lock from our angle to kind of take TDT and keep him down. If he can keep working this hold and maneuver, Kross might be able to walk away champion tonight. But TDT slowly fighting out of it, trying to make his way back up to his feet. And what is Big Grayson doing? What is Big Grayson doing?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
And it looks like they kind of got the ref in the corner and have taken the ref down. The referee is down. Ben Grayson is still at ringside, and Marcus Kross just took down the champion. The champion is out. The champion is out. And God dang it, Grayson.
I knew B Nasty was going to insert himself into this match, but I didn't know how. And there we have it, the grand scheme. He distracted the referee. Referee is down. B Nasty able to do what he needs to. Oh my God! You have got to be kidding me. That's the type of stuff you do not do as a managerial professional.
Wait.
Oh, no, he is not.
No, it's pro wrestling, so this is legit. He's wearing a referee shirt. He's in the ring.
You got to wonder, does referee license expire, Tommy? If not, he's still valid in the state of North Carolina. No! What? Somehow, some way, Marcus Kross lives to fight another day.
What heart, what integrity, what passion Marcus Kross has. Listen to these fans. These fans here in Greensboro love Marcus Kross. He loves them back. But right now, the fix is in. B Nasty's the ref. And somehow Marcus Kross gets out of it.
I think B Nasty realizes what he's done. Oh my God! Nasty down! Nasty down!
Right now, Marcus Kross has these fans 100% behind him, saying, come on, champ, bring it on. And there we go, those shootout throws into the cross arm breaker. Will the champ tap out? Can the champ tap out? He's in the center of the ring, nowhere near the ropes, and Marcus Kross has got it fully locked in.
TDT's trying to fight. Yeah, there he goes.
He's got Marcus Kross shoulders to the mat, but there's no referee right now. And a big slam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and TDT just realized that he was counting with no referee in sight.
Yeah, no zebra in the ring at this point to count the deciding fall.
TDT was hoisted by his own facade, inadvertently knocking out the ref, and this might be the thing that cost him getting that championship back home.
Their well-laid plans have not worked out like they planned, and so we got to be thinking audible at this point, does the champion.
Stands Kross back up, hoist him up on his shoulders. Wait a minute, Griff Garrison, spear! Big spear from Griff Garrison! And look at this, they're working together, it's like the old days, Coach.
Oh, and that was the Master and Machine double team move that got them so many victories. Griff Garrison trying to get the official in the ring.
1, 2, oh my goodness gracious. Somehow, some way, TDT kicked out at 2. This match continues. Griff Garrison is shocked. Coach is shocked. These fans are shocked.
Marcus Kross is still feeling it. He's using the juju from the fans of the Firestar. The Firestar faithful giving him the will to go on here.
And right now, Kross is up and he is angry. He's not gone over 9,000. He's gone over 18,000. And oh my goodness gracious. TDT with that sick kick. And it looks like the sleeping giant, the Firestar World Heavyweight Champion, has just been woken up. I think the time has come for Marcus Kross's dream to end.
Pulling the young Kross up by his hair does the champion. Oh my goodness, the power of TDT on display here, ladies and gentlemen. With Marcus Kross on his back, going up to the top floor.
This is high tension at its finest. Right now, what's the champ got in store for the challenger? Oh, beautiful slam off the top. That's got to be all, folks. 1, 2, and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, and still Firestar Pro Wrestling Champion, Tevin Dangerous Turner, TDT.
TDT had to pull out all of the stops in order to finally put the 3 heartbeats on Marcus Kross to retain his championship here at WrestleRevival. They had to go deep in the playbook against Marcus Kross, but in the end, B Nasty and his client TDT were able to step away victorious.
I mean, it was rude, it was crude, but it was decisive. And TDT is the biggest show of the year. Still, your Firestar Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. All right.
This crowd here in Greensboro is definitely split with this finish. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. He lives to fight another day. Your Firestar Pro Wrestling Champion leaves WrestleRevival still champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Josh Gary. I have been joined by the guru, Tommy Thomas. I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I have. Whether you loved the ending, whether you hated the ending, and everything in between start to finish from Greensboro, thank you for watching.